the Goddamn Radio, powered by Struggle Band Network. It's possible that a lot of the shit we're about to talk about is neither actual, factual, or even remotely true. Half of what we say is shit, but all of what we say is funny. Most importantly, we encourage all parties to fact check, because all of this shit is spoke from alleged lips. Go look it up yourself. But don't forget to like and subscribe to all this we talking. You sure to be entertained. The Goddamn Radio.
Y'all
What it
funny.
do?
This is not TV.
It's never TV, nigga.
TV,
Fuck a
bruh.
TV. It's all
Goddamn
streaming
radio.
now.
It's all streaming now.
You know it is.
We on all
Y'all
the
know what it is,
Like
man.
think of like let's
Nigga, I'm riding in the trenches, just like a real nigga supposed to. Stirring on the trap trade song that'll keep your bitch in a close view. Never with the juice and the gang bad bitches that probably tryna fuck with the whole dude. Years in the trap and the nigga still trapping and the gang still fucking roll too. Oh, try to get a check for licking on the dick, stupid bitch, that what you supposed to. Back page down on your ass and your bitch, come here a little bit, let me coach you. Stirring on the young OG, on the young OG. I'm a young OG tryna holler at your mama, cause that old ass pussy gon' go to.
What's up, gang?
Like on.
What's going on?
What? I lost count of what episode this is, so I just put the date. I just
We've been
put
doing this for a while.
April 12th. The Goddamn Radio episode, April 12th.
Thank you.
I know it's been 2+ years, you know what I'm saying?
It's my brother's birthday today.
For real?
Happy birthday.
Birthday, Brody.
Happy birthday, brother.
Okay, they call me off guard. Pufferoni Tony?
Yeah, I be having the names for y'all.
Every episode you got a new name, so that
I
shit.
know.
Yeah, they call me off. But Puff, don't you got a birthday coming up?
Yeah, my birthday April 30th. See, my parents had sex around the same time, back in the day.
So did my mom. My mom had my sisters on the same day. 4 years
Same
apart.
with my dad.
Nah, look, my brother April
4
12th,
years
I'm
apart.
April 30th, my sister May 13th, nigga. I'm trying to tell you, they kept
Yeah.
that shit in the box.
They kept that. That's how my mom was. 4 years later, both of them August 30th, the same exact day.
Same day is crazy.
Damn. See, that's why I don't think I'm about to have, like, every time I got a girl pregnant, I never thought it was gonna be a boy because my dad's birthday is 7 days apart from mine, and his dad's birthday is 7 days apart from his. So it's like 777. So I always feel like if I get that jump like just right, I'm gonna know it's a boy. I ain't never been that
It's in
close.
the stars, huh? That way.
Yeah, I
777.
just ain't never been that close.
777.
Yeah, all of us Geminis, you know what I'm saying?
Whew.
Ooh, both of my
Geminis.
grandmas Geminis. Both of my
Geminis
grandmas.
is crazy.
Women
child.
Geminis is different from men. I hate when people take what a woman Gemini represents and just put it on the men. It's a difference.
Yeah,
So,
but
was
ain't Kanye
Gemini
West a
man-
Gemini?
But who?
Ain't Kanye West a Gemini?
Yeah, Kanye West and Trump, I think, is a Gemini. I think both of them are Gemini.
Yeah.
You know?
Is the movie Gemini Man like based on the personalities of a Gemini?
Yeah, I think it's based off like personality traits, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it's based on personality traits or if it was just like him going against himself. Because, like Geminis is like two sides of them, like the bipolar. So I don't know if it was like supposed to be like a play on like him going against himself or if they was actually saying like the traits of him are Gemini. I only seen it one time. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think I've actually seen it. I just know of it.
It was better. I think it's better than what people like how people talk about it, but I don't think it was that good. Like it's not one.
What movie was this?
Gemini Man.
I ain't never heard of that.
Like I don't think it's Will Smith's. Like I don't think it's one of his better movies, but I don't think it's as bad
I was
as
about to say, you don't know this streamer?
And Will Smith's my favorite actor. Damn, I ain't know.
Yeah, go check it out, Gemini Man. Like I said, I don't think it's as bad as like critics would say. That's just me personally. I just don't think it's one of his best movies.
I feel like Will Smith can do no wrong to me. Like he's one of my favorite actors.
You get that
I didn't have
album?
this
You
written
caught
down.
that album?
No, I ain't
Will
get the
Smith
album.
dropped the
I only
last week, nigga.
I see he dropped it. He been promoting it.
Yeah, I think he said he's gonna drop 2 more this year.
Thank you. I love me some Will Smith. That's my boy.
Yeah, I like Will's project.
Yeah, Will and Jim Carrey. Those my two men right there.
I liked it because I feel like he rapped like believable content. Like even when he was like flexing on niggas, like the way he was flexing on niggas and shit like that, like rapping his accolades.
Yeah, he was
I just feel like
factually flexing. He was factually flexing. I like
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's not a
That's
One of
my
my
flex,
boy.
it's
favorite
not factual. Anyway.
Yeah.
one of my favorite damn, I'm fucking up. One of my favorite Will Smith rap lyrics, and it wasn't on a new album. This is on a previous song. Is when he said something like, "Y'all niggas, y'all niggas, y'all niggas throwing money on the stripper. If I threw my money on the stripper, I'd kill a bitch."
killer.
Ooh.
Hey, cuz.
One
Fire.
of my favorite Will Smith rap lines. If I threw my money on the stripper,
Fire,
I'd
Will.
kill a bitch.
Thank you. I love me some Will Smith. He just does no wrong to me.
Something like that
Even
he
when he
said.
smacked Chris Rock, he just did no wrong to me.
I didn't have this written down, but since we talking about Will Smith, right? I personally think that Will Smith had to keep up a certain image his whole life, right? Like his career wise, right? And I feel like ever since he slapped Chris Rock, he seemed like he's having more fun with him, like in being a celebrity. Do y'all see that? Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all think I'm like,
No, because I've been following him before. He always had like that front edge. Like I think he just out more because he promoting music. But like when he wasn't doing music, like if you was on his page, like he was always doing something, whether it was like jumping off buildings or like doing some type of adventure or exploring in some kind of way. So like I always seen him as being like fun when I looked at like his page and stuff. But I think he out there more since he doing like music and he got the ballet show. I think he's just like being seen a little bit more.
Nah, if I say Will Benji like outgoing and shit though.
Mm-hmm. He
He got his
has.
own show on Discovery Channel, nigga. Where this nigga
That's why I say he
going to
be
the bottom
exploring.
of the ocean. This
Yes.
nigga, wow.
Yes.
outgoing?
That's
I
my
do think
boy.
I do think he's always been outgoing, right? But I think he's been outgoing in like a professional manner, I guess, so to speak,
He's
right?
still
Like
professional, for, if you ask me.
I'm not saying
He
not
ain't going
professional,
outside the
but I
lines.
feel like he like when I see him on $1 million worth of game, right? I don't know if I would have seen him on $1 million worth of game before he smacked Chris Rock, right? When I see him
Okay,
do
I
his
can
music,
see that.
right? When I see him do his music, his old music, he didn't do no cussing, he didn't do no flexing, right? The new music, he in there cussing, he in there flexing, right? So I'm not saying that he not. I do agree that like yeah, he's always been outgoing, but I just feel like he just a little bit more freer since he smacked
Oh,
Chris
that
Rock.
nigga
I
cuss?
could be wrong. I'm just asking.
I ain't hear him curse. You guys, I gotta hear him curse first.
Oh yeah, no, he definitely cussed. He definitely cussed on the album. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When we
What
was
curse
growing up,
word?
we
What
cuss
cuss
word.
word? Is it a real cuss word?
If
Uh,
Oh,
it's
look.
damn, if he say damn, I don't.
Right.
That damn don't count.
damn. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go back and listen because I don't remember what cuss word. I
If
just
Yeah,
it's
remember.
man, he
damn
got to
hell
call
or ass,
somebody.
that don't
He
count.
has to call somebody a B word.
I remember I heard him
Yeah.
cussing. I was like, he never cussed in his music before, so I remember it stuck out to me. But I don't remember the word. I gotta go back though.
I can see
I got
Will
my
doing a
daughter
little
next to me,
damn
so I
hell or
can't say what he
ass.
would have said. But
Yeah, that's funny as shit. What cuss word?
Because
I
it's
gotta.
the truth. Like, what cuss word? Like,
it
I guess that's
matters.
a good point. I guess that's a
it
good point.
does matter.
If it's
It
damn,
does.
it's like, did he really cuss? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like damn hell and ass is the one, three, like, bye.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
That's like weed. It's like a gateway. That's like a gateway
Yeah,
drug. That
it's
ain't all the way
like,
it.
like,
The early
bye.
stages of cussing.
You in the
Okay.
beginners of cussing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you, a
Yeah,
little
you
2 year
headed
old might
down the
say
wrong
damn,
path,
you
nigga.
know?
You just headed down the wrong path. You ain't made it there yet.
Right.
Okay. Okay. I think I got a
I
weird
said dang
question.
last night. My daughter said, "Oh, Dad, you said a bad word." I looked at. I'm like, Dad, I can't even say dang in this joint. That's crazy.
Right.
This might be a weird question, but this is definitely a like a FYO goddamn radio type of question. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Like this is how my brain work, right? I think that all of all of us has watched. Puff, you still parenting, right?
Man, she coloring. She all right. I just can't. You
All
see,
right,
I can't smoke.
I'm gonna try to word shit. My bad. I'm gonna try to word
Man,
things.
she not listening. She coloring. She can't hear you.
Okay, I think all of us have like watched adult entertainment videos, right? Some of us probably have our favorite adult entertainers. Some of us probably had certain celebrity crushes, and you know, a lot of times when celebrities have a tape drop on Twitter, some of us go run to check it out. You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
what I'm asking y'all, right, is if your favorite adult entertainer, or if your favorite celebrity crush had a tape drop where your friend that you knew in actual life was the person in the video, would you watch it?
Damn.
Would I
I'm
what?
gonna watch
Wait,
it,
what
but
you
I'm gonna be
what?
hating though.
Would I
Would you
watch it?
yeah, like
I'm
Yes,
gonna be hating though.
absolutely.
I know me.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be like, I would have stroked it better on this segment. I would have did better than he did on this segment right here.
I'd be
but
like,
that's not
oh, go off, sis. Go off. Thank you.
Yeah, I would be hating like shit.
so y'all don't think it'd be weird, like just hypothetically, right? Like if I like Janice Hart and then Puff just happened to book Janice Hart, right? And then a video drop, like a sex tape drop, Puff smashing Janice Hart, right? And then it's just like, I'm about to watch the Puff Janice sex tape. Like y'all wouldn't think like a nigga watching his homeboy sex
I
tape.
would say I feel like for guys it might be different. For girl, I feel like it would be nothing for me to just go
A
watch
nigga never
that.
sent you a video of him hitting a bitch before. Like, hey, y'all look, I was hitting shorty last night. I sent you the video or something.
All right, so this might sound weird, right? If I ask a bitch what that mouth do and she send me a video of it on display, I don't mind at all, right? Like, cause that's what I asked for. But I ain't never had one of my niggas send me a video of them with they bitch, like with they actual bitch show me what that mouth do. But like I don't know if that's like a random nigga in the video of a bitch I'm trying to see what's up with. I done seen all day in the paint. I don't know if I actually seen my homeboys videos. I don't know if that's weird watching a stranger versus somebody I know. I don't know if that's weird or not, but
I think it might be a little more personal.
Go-to video to be like, you know, kicking off the mood, but like if you just like, oh, let me just see
curious. Like curiosity.
Like I put a video of me hitting the bitch of my close friends one night. I know everybody watched it. Everybody up to my close friends watched it.
Oh yeah, I think I do remember that.
No, I'm saying everybody in my close friends watched that video. Niggas was messaging me on the joint talking, "Oh, you wild as shit, cuz you was crushing her though," and shit. Like niggas go watch
If your said friend, right, that hit this your favorite actor or your celebrity crush, right? If they had an OnlyFans, would you ask them for the video for free or would you subscribe?
I support.
Oh, I'm not paying.
I'm
not paying though.
I'm a support.
That's weird. No, that's weird. That's where you put the weirdness in it.
That's not weird.
That's weird.
That's not weird.
Like, bro, if you hit me, bro, and you like, just say for instance, right? I say
support
one of these bad battle rap
businesses.
joints. Like, say you hit Jazz the Rapper or something, FYO. Nigga,
Yeah.
you better send me that video. I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see the video. I'm not focused on you. I'm focused on the situation.
Yeah.
Nigga, we grown. What you talking about?
Look, that's the girl in us. Me and Rachel was on. I support.
Exactly, but I feel like we do. It's more normal for women to send each other that kind of stuff, you know. So
it is very.
I guess it's okay.
Now,
for
girls
men
do that all the time.
All the time,
Yeah, all the time.
One of my chicks, they be sending like who giving better head videos. Like she really be like, you gotta sit still. I gotta make this head video to send to my friends. Like that's what they be doing. It's crazy. We won twice though. We won twice. So whoever wins get a meal on all the other friends.
That sounds like a good friend circle right
Yeah,
there.
we'll show some stuff real quick. Be like, girl, let me show you this.
Look at this. Mm-hmm.
Look at this real quick.
I swear to God, you draw better than me. I can't draw.
If you at a party, right? What's something that you do not want to hear yelled out loud at a party? If anything.
I got one. I feel like this is so cringy. Like when a DJ doing a mic, he be like, if you got good pussy, put your hands up. I be like, and girls really be like,
good pussy, put your hands up.
I be like,
I want to hear that. DJ, if you don't do that, you're not getting.
Like everybody put their hands up. Like, of course, everybody gonna think that. Like, it's just so cringy to me.
I hate when the DJ be like, if you STD free, put your hands up. Nigga, I didn't come here to put my hands up, dog. I don't have nothing, but I'm chilling. I'm drunk. I don't want to be jumping. I'm chilling. I don't got no disease.
They get to saying anything, Slim. I'd be like, bruh.
They be blowing me with that. They're like, if you STD free, put your hands up, make some noise. I hope you're not here.
Y'all just way funny. I was thinking tragedy, like, oh, fire, clear out, or some shit like that. Like, I don't want to hear that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
All
That's
that other stuff.
that's more
what
than
I
what
want
I
to
was
hear.
thinking, friend. Like, I think the worst thing you could hear at a party, right? Like you in a party, right? And you just doing your thing, right? And that one person run past, right? And they like, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yeah,
Like that's
that's
the
Yeah,
scariest thing to ever
yeah,
hear.
yeah, yeah. That could be
Like,
serious.
where the fuck am I watching out
Nah,
from?
that ain't
And
scary enough though. Only one person. I gotta see about 4, 5, 6 niggas moving at
nah.
once.
All I
Then.
need is
when
one.
that
I need
first
is
person
one.
say watch
Yeah, all
out,
I
watch
need is
out, watch
one.
out, you don't know which way to watch out from, and you like, why is you so close to me? Like, cause when the nigga that
What's
say
going
watch
on?
out, right, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
on him. It's like whatever he's saying watch out from, it's like it's with you, it's following you, or it's
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
like you
yeah.
get what I'm
That's
saying? So
true.
like
That's true.
why
That's
you had to
true.
run over there with the watch out, watch out? Why you had to run right past me saying watch out, watch out?
That's true though. Low key. That's
You just
true.
know shots about to be fired after that or something. Like it's about to be a fight, it's about to be
That's
shooting.
true.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
That's true.
Like nigga, what?
Yeah, that's true.
You do not want to hear that at a party.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that low key. I just thought about like the little cringy shit, but that's true, low key. Yeah.
Um, have y'all ever heard of cucking?
What's that?
Okay, so cucking, right, is where men, right? I believe Adam 22 does this with his wife all the time. Men watch their women have sex with other men.
Oh, I've heard of that before,
Okay,
but
so
not the word, but of that. Yeah.
lately there has been a trend. I believe people on TikTok. I want to say white people on TikTok, white people on Twitter have been saying cut queen. Cut queen has been saving their marriages. Cut queen is
I could
women
believe that.
picking other women to have sex with their husbands while they watch. And they've been saying this has been saving their marriages. How do we feel about cut queen? Cut queen. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this right.
I mean, whatever floats your boat. I mean, I've seen it done in
Yeah,
person. Uh, I've
let me
seen
just
it
say.
done in person at a resort. I went to this all adult resort, and they was doing that there. Like they had like after a certain hour, they had a certain spot where people can go to like do it in the pool, like do it with other people, like. And I was just sitting on the little beach chair, watching everybody. Like, oh, this is really going on. Like they really was like doing that, and I was like, oh, like people really do that.
Nah, this how me and my roommate became roommates.
She she picked somebody and she watched you have sex with somebody. Your roommate
Yeah,
watched you have
that's how
sex
me and my
with somebody.
roommate became roommates and shit. She was coming over. I wanted to. I had another friend try and come over. She was like, "Nah, it's cool. I can just watch you fuck her." And I was like, "Oh, for real?" And she been my roommate ever since.
Um, Pufferoni, let me ask you a question, right? Have you ever had to tell a girl that wanted to have a threesome with you that she wasn't attractive enough to be a part of threesome with the other girls that you get? Like the other girls are more attractive.
Yeah, I had to trade. Yeah, I told you I had to trade one in. Cause see, it was supposed to be me. It supposed to be me, JJ, and Ashley, right? But
This nigga use
Ashley ain't
names.
fit.
This nigga use real
Cause
names.
y'all don't know. Yeah, because because she didn't fit with Sparkle and shit, right? So I put Sparkle and JJ together. That shit worked magic. And then I put Ashley with the joint that I stay with now, and that joint was working magic for a while. But then they started beefing and getting jealous of each other, so we slowly separating that one.
Mm, that's the mess right there.
Okay, let me ask you one more question, Puff. When said girl wanted to have threesomes with you and you like, damn, this not gonna work. Like you don't look the part to be with these other. How did you go about telling her that, or did you just maneuver around that?
I was like, nah. I was like, nah. You know, them my gold digging joints. I call them gold digging joints, right? That mean, you know, they the upscale. They be trying to get money out you and shit. Actually, you know, my other joint wasn't a gold digger joint. She was just somebody that was just around because she was around type. She was cool. We was good. It was linking up. So I was like, nah, you can't be with the gold digging joints. You gotta be with the other joints that's just happy to be here type joints. And that's how you balance it out.
Um, that's interesting. Interesting. Ladies, let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all
Yes.
ever had a man that maybe y'all was having fun with, want to have threesomes, and y'all had to explain that like, hey, bro, you don't look the part where my other female friends is gonna be attracted. Oh no, y'all don't live that like that.
No, I ain't never experienced that.
No, can't say that I have.
I just want to give out equal opportunity for people's wild stories and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild. Somebody asking to do a threesome with your friends. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's some wild stuff right there. Like, why would you think I would be okay with that? Like, the vibe don't even give
Yeah.
that we play like that. Like, what? What's going
It will
on?
always.
Mm. But you frozen, Trina? You'd be surprised, Trina. You'd be surprised.
For real?
You'd
That
be
is crazy work.
you'd be surprised about it.
We don't even play like that. Like, what? Like, why would you feel comfortable like to do that?
I feel like when we was younger, right? When we was younger, I feel like three was more of like a when you would do right. I feel like
Mhm.
sometimes threesomes be like, we got this girl on the spot. It's a couple men. We gonna try to see what happened. We gonna try to see if she with it, and is she don't know beforehand that we about to see if she with it. When we older though, I feel like girls is more open, more conversation happens, and it's more of like talking. That's like we trying to have a threesome. She trying to have a threesome. She us have it go. So I do feel like you'd be surprised.
Well, you know what? My girlfriend, it's funny because Ray was when we was in Cancun. My girlfriend was actually telling us that she had a threesome with one of her friends, but they not friends. Like, they're not real friends though. I feel like that's something you wouldn't do with like a real friend. Like, you nervous to lose a relationship with.
Hmm. I mean, I guess. I mean, different show for different folks, but
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say, Trini, you'd be surprised, like how threesome dynamics go at our age versus when we were younger.
that's crazy. Dang, no, I ain't never had that experience. That's
I
wild.
think that I would think that if you're older though and you did want to have a threesome, I would think that's the safer way to go about it though, right? Like
Yeah, I would think a conversation. Yeah, for
those
sure.
people knowing both parties, maybe having a friend, maybe having somebody that you could communicate with that like, hey, this is this, or that you safe, I guess like STD wise, or just different for different reasons. You know what I mean? I would think
You
that
think
that would
so?
be the better way to go about it.
Mm.
All that like you and your nigga going out somewhere and finding a girl on the spot and then taking this random ass girl, like you never know what come from that.
Okay.
Versus it being more like orchestrated, I guess.
I could see the more orchestrated, but I guess with who the person is, I'm like, that can be real messy real quick.
I don't like having threesomes with new people though. I gotta have had sex with this person on my own accord once before.
And
But
that's what
would the girl that you trying to have a threesome with be friends though, or this is just someone you was previously intimate with and then you
They
introduce
can
them?
be friends because I've had a situation like that, and I've also had a situation where they didn't know each other. I'm just saying that I had to have personally on my own time had to hit participant A, and on another day I hit participant B separate, and then I
I
can
could
bring
see
them in
that.
together. You
I
feel me?
could
I
see
need to know.
that.
You feel
Yeah.
me? Yeah, then I can bring them in together.
yeah, and I'm just I can see the benefit of like some type of way, like somebody isn't a stranger to both these people.
Right.
Two of the people might be strangers to each other, but somebody in this,
Not all three. It's
yeah, not
right.
all three are strangers.
That's
No,
I
wild.
they
could
can
see
be
that.
they can be strangers. You feel me?
That's
But
what I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
don't want to be a stranger.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't
Yeah,
want
want
I
to be a
think that's
stranger.
more reasonable. Yeah, that they could be strangers. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be a stranger. Nah, I need to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a threesome where two women aren't interacting, so that's why I can see the benefit of them somewhat being cool already.
But females gonna interact if you the peer. If you are the common denominator, then if you are rocking, they're gonna be rocking. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. I need to know. I need to know both of
I've
them. You
I've
feel me?
I've, I've seen it go.
Oh,
I've seen it go differently.
I have to.
I've been I've been I've been I'm speaking from experience, Puff. I'm telling you, like sometimes they say one thing and they get in that room
Exactly.
and they don't be interacting the way you wanted them to interact. Like they
You
don't
gotta
be
understand it's a
Oh
competition.
shit.
People, I'm about
See,
to
I
So
say,
don't.
it's like in a way.
I
and not
don't
only
know. I'm going
competition,
from
everybody's
experience
not
too.
aware of like how they like how people jump into shit not being self aware. Like, people don't be as self aware as they think that they are.
Mhm.
Like, that's
Nah, for
another
sure.
thing too.
But that's why you got to massage a motherfucker. See, like when I do it, I'm going from we going from experiences, right? So see, my thing, the best thing I do is once I get them in the whip, I'm playing all songs about niggas fucking groups of bitches, like Future, that MJ joint. My bitch got more bitches than me. I'm playing all
I'm
shit like
dead.
that. So they singing, look. So they singing in the background. I'm trying to tell you this is exactly what I be doing. So they singing in the background, all over each other, diving up. Oh, my bitch got more bitches than me. Oh, all that shit. So by the time we even get to the location, which 9 times out of 10, first location gonna be the casino, cause you got liquor, money, and it's other niggas in there with money to keep them occupied. You ain't even gotta be all up on them. You can send them bitches on to go find some other niggas with some money to go book them for some money. However you do it. You feel me? That shit make you look even better. I'm trying to tell you, you go right to the table, they behind you, and you just look behind with all your money. You look at them like they crazy, like, bitch, I'm gambling. Go find something to do. You give them like $30 a piece, and you just send them off. Boom. They gonna come back like look. They gonna come back like 45 minutes to an hour later with like $200. You gonna be like, where the fuck you get $200 from? They gonna be like, man, this drunk niggas around here giving me money. So they gonna already be happy. By the time it's time to go, oh man, if you, yeah, and don't let you have won some money too. Oh man, it's over with. You in the game. Listen,
You
I
can
got the
tell I'm
juice
in my
for you,
soft
bro.
girl life, child. That shit is like
No, I definitely, as a man, Puff, I definitely feel like a lot of things men do to like get things out of women or get over women or however you want to look at it, right? I definitely think it's inception, right? I definitely think as a man, you do better when you plant the seed in the woman's head and you just keep planting, and then you like eventually like you'll get, what you want. So I get you on this part of like you playing certain songs and you doing certain like I get that part of like that's how you get certain things out of women. Like you just plant the
Nope,
seed.
I'm trying to tell you. Look, every time one of them drink, you make the other one drink. You be like, oh man, you drink too. You been a sucker, boom. So look, I'm trying to tell
not
you, bro.
executing the plan, child. Ted,
Nah,
damn.
that's how you execute that motherfucker, boy.
It's
I'm trying,
crazy
boy.
how a nigga could plan some shit when he want to.
Right. Okay, thank
No,
you.
nigga, fuck playing. This is my routine, nigga. I do this all the time, nigga.
He said
I
it's a
don't miss a step.
routine.
I don't miss a step.
Yeah. All
I do
right.
this all the time.
I'm not saying this is a factual thing, right? I'm not saying that women are doing this, right? But I want to know hypothetically. I would like to hear from the women first, of like, which one of these scenarios do y'all think? What's up, Odie? You in the
What's
building?
going on?
Honey. Hey, how are y'all?
Hey.
Right.
Welcome.
But I would like to know, in y'all opinion, which one of these scenarios do y'all think are more likely, right?
Okay.
Um, do y'all think older women dress younger to compete with younger women because the older women want the same men as the younger women? Or do y'all think that older women dress younger to blend in with the younger women because men that they will probably want that's closer to their age bracket are more pervy and like younger women? If y'all had
I
to
Well,
don't
guess.
know if it's neither. I don't know if it's neither.
Okay.
I think it can be both, right? Like no shade. Like I love Bernice,
Mhm.
but sometimes I do feel a little weird, like when I see her kind of with the younger girls, kind of rubbing on them. You know what I'm saying? Like how we be in the club sometimes. Well, not even so much, because I don't too much do like how she do with her friends. We may rub each
You
other
said
butt,
Bernie's
like
who? Bernie's
they
who?
be.
Burgess?
Yeah,
Oh, all
yeah.
right. Go ahead. My fault. Keep going. I didn't know what you're talking about.
No, you good. So I feel like it just be kind of like, kind of a bit like she's trying to keep up with them, and I think her daughter has even spoke on her mom liking younger men. So maybe this is just a one off, but like I could see that
Hmm.
being something because I think of that
But I
instantly.
don't know if it's like a situation where it's like a competition, like competing,
Or
because even
more so, even she just wants that type of guy, like that age group. You know what I'm saying? Like guys that are younger, or you know what
mhm,
I'm saying?
But
yeah.
isn't it
But I
like a
don't know
type of
if it's
old
a
woman,
situation.
though? Because, like, you got to remember, these old women that usually dress and hang with younger women kind of look younger, too. These are the
That's what I'm
ones
about to say. That's why I don't think it's
who actually
neither
are
for me.
physically appealing most of the time. Now, I'm not saying it's
Right.
all physical and natural, but
Right.
these are women who, I don't really see a lot of,
I agree.
let me say, ran down old joints trying to do that. So, is this a thing that has to deal with your physical appearance?
Right. That's what I'm like. I don't think it's neither. I think that's just maybe how she dressed. She's attractive. She look younger, so she attract those
I
kind
think
of men.
I think I think
If we
I think Bernice Burgos is out here with a plan, right? So I think that probably what Ray's saying about Bernice is probably true in my opinion, right?
I feel
Now
like her daughter
outside of
said that, so that kind of validates that in her
But I
instance.
can see her daughter saying that no shade, no tea, because she
but
look younger than
outside
her
of
daughter,
Bernice,
and the attention she probably make her daughter feel away because
Yeah, because her
of
daughter
where
is
she
like
at. You
her.
know what I'm saying? Like
outside of
like when I
Bernice,
see Bernice and her daughter, naturally Bernice gonna get that attention. You know, she actually look younger than her daughter. No shade, no tea to the daughter. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't gonna lie. I think Bernice just looked better than her daughter. I think that's what
She
she
look. We
does.
had this
I
conversation
think so.
yesterday, didn't we?
I think so
She
too.
does.
I'm talking about face wise though. Like I think
She
genuinely,
Hmm.
like
does.
dressed young or not, I just think
She
that she
look
just
younger to her than her in
actually
my
looks
opinion.
better than her.
Yeah.
Her face is more
Yeah.
fuller than her daughter's is.
So her daughter would naturally feel that way because she probably like, okay, the attention my mom gets could be like, damn, but it's like, how could she not get the look at her, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Outside of a Bernice, right?
mhm,
When I like walk the mall, right? I see older
mhm,
women in the mall, right? They wearing the same thing young women are wearing, right? So when leggings was popping, old women and young women wearing leggings, right? So to me,
mhm,
it's like again, I think Bernice is out here with a purpose, right? I think that older women
mhm.
do like I don't think it's neither. I think it's kind of both, right? I think there's a
Really?
group of women that's trying to get younger men, so they dress like how the younger women dress. And I also think that it's probably possible that older women have to dress like younger women because, in my opinion, a lot of men like younger women on some pervy shit. So they have to blend
Okay, what
in.
about the woman who dress like that, but aren't the goal isn't to attract a younger guy? What they don't like a younger guy,
No, I'm not
but
saying
they just
okay.
like to
So,
dress like that, you know?
no, so I'm not saying
I
that
think both are true.
the
Well,
women
that's
who don't.
weird though, because older men don't like that.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that older women like younger women, right? So the woman
Oh,
that's
like younger
older
women. Okay.
that doesn't like younger men, she still has to dress like a younger woman because the nigga her age is looking at like when he sees her, he thinks she's younger.
Mm,
So she has to blend in with the younger woman to even get his attention. Because if she dressed her age, he would look over her. But they really in the same age bracket,
mm.
is what I'm trying to say. I think both those things could be true. So I'm just kind of asking y'all opinion on it. If y'all think that these things can be true, or neither of these things can be true, or this is not like asking.
I think both can be true, and I also think that trends like is just a thing. Like our social media, like the influence people have young moms. Like I think of me and Trina mom, like they're not necessarily young, but they don't dress like I guess
Yeah,
they're women. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah.
know that they're not necessarily looking for younger men, but I think we influence them. My mom may be like, "Oh, I like that." You know what I'm saying? That looks cute.
Hmm.
And, we sharing with you know what I'm saying? So it's like
But do you feel like it's a situation where she try? I think that's why I'm like it's neither, because he said either they're competing or they're trying to fit in. I don't think it's a situation of trying
all
to
of
fit
them
in
is
with us.
true.
When I
You think
when
so?
I think about like when I think about when we were kids, right?
For different instances.
Women and daughters didn't dress the same. There was like a distinction between this is an older woman, like by what she wore,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
for sure,
today's time, right?
for
Like when y'all
sure.
talk about trendy stuff, right? Like yeah, there are some brands that may be trendy, right? But then there are some
Hmm.
things like a pair of sneakers, right? Like a pair of
Hmm.
Asics, right? Back in the day, if a pair of Asics would have came out, and I'm just using it, maybe it's the bad example, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to make it make sense. If back in the day, if a pair of Asics would have came out that the young girls were wearing, the older women wouldn't be wearing those in abundance. But
Yeah.
nowadays, right? They are wearing the same things. I think there's certain brands that's like they're wearing this to blend in, right? Like again,
But
like
also think though, when you talk about back in the day, the aunties clearly look like aunties and the mom clearly look like moms. I feel like now moms are looking young where I feel like they still feel youthful where they kind of can like that stuff because they look young, feel young. Like I know when I looked at the aunties back in the day, them joint they look like aunties at 30. Now when I see like people our age, they still look very youthful. You know, like so I feel like even just back then the appearance of like a auntie or grandma or mom was different. I feel like now you can have a 45-year-old who still look good as shit, and then like feel youthful, look youthful. So I feel like that also play a part too, because like
I think that when we was younger, right, the
yeah,
45-year-old that looked good, we liked that she dressed fucking 45 and looked good because that was the highlight. Like, look,
I see you later.
45-year-old woman that looks
I feel
good.
that. I feel that.
But now, right, a 45-year-old girl, she could look good, but she's gonna dress like a younger girl,
Mm-hmm.
and it don't even have that same like. They gotta remind us that she's 45. You get what I'm saying? She just
Yeah,
don't come across as a 45-year-old woman. They gotta post
yeah.
like, look at this girl. She is 40. They gotta clearly tell us because she no longer looks like how the
She's
good-looking
older.
45-year-old girl looked when we was growing up. When we just knew the older woman that looks fucking good as hell.
Maybe they embraced age more at that point too. You know what I'm saying? Like they embraced
Yeah,
now, like everybody's goal, even me at my age, I'm like, I want to be younger.
yeah.
Then you know what I'm saying? Like I want to continue to look
Remain youthful.
younger. I want to
Yeah,
Nah,
continue.
It's
even the younger girls dress more modest back then. Like if you look at them describe
that's true.
'90s hip hop
That's
versus
true.
yeah, so everything was just a much more modest time.
I
You
think
feel
That's
me?
that's
true.
the fairest point, Puff, right there.
Hmm.
Much more
is
modest time.
is Michael Kors a brand that you would say like more older women wear, or is it a brand that like girls wear overall?
I
Girls wear
think
overall because it's like a polo for us. It's a nice brand, but it's not too expensive. But it
girls
has
ain't trying to wear
expensive
Michael
things
Kors.
But I was
for the
about to
middle
say
tier.
that's more
Girls
for the
not wearing Michael
older
Kors.
Okay,
generation.
They
so
not
to
wearing.
my point though, right? Like that's a brand that like to me personally, when I see a woman wear Michael Kors, right? I don't feel like she's trying to blend in, right? Like Ray, like I seen your mom rock a lot of Michael Kors, right? I don't feel
Mhm.
like she's trying to blend in with a certain crowd, right? But that's to my point of like I feel like there's some women, right, who are wearing certain brands because of a purpose. That it's not that just brand just appeals to them so fucking much. It's like there's an intent behind them putting on them. That's just my thought. Again, I'm not trying to say I'm
I
right.
don't know, but I don't agree with that
That's just my
solely
intent.
because I don't agree with that solely though because you got people that do like the trendy designers with not the intent. Because like even like look at my dad and my stepmom. My stepmom absolutely dresses her age, but she also like the Chanel's, the Dior's, the Versace's, the those kind of brands that you might see on a younger person. I think it might just be something that they like because it's trendy. Even like at my dad, he's wearing the Chanel's, the CDs on his feet, and that's his shit. Like, but they don't look young. It's just something that they like.
Your dad does look young, and so does
Yeah, my mom do too.
your
But even
mother.
my stepmom, she dressed her age because she a principal, so she kind of have to. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna
But
see her with the,
But
but
I'm
she a
not.
principal though.
trendy
She
shit.
affected by the youth all the time. She sees them
Mhm.
walking around with shit. So of course that's gonna happen with her.
But I'm not
Well, it's
just
gonna
saying.
happen because it's my dad, not really the kids. He been putting her on that shit, but
And I'm gonna say this too, because I'm not just saying that I think that all the
hmm
women dress young because
yeah,
they like niggas, right? I do believe that some of the women have to dress young
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, yeah,
40-year-old girl woman, right? There's a
yeah,
40-year-old man that's looking at
yeah,
25-year-olds. So if she doesn't blend in, right? He's going to overlook her. Where if she dressed
yeah.
younger, he'll accidentally think she's young and book her, and then he'll find out that nigga, I'm your age. You know what I'm saying? We're in the same
Yeah,
age, right? So I do. I mean, I just want to throw that out there. I don't think they all,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But um, Krishan Rock. Krishan Rock has a new nigga, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
Krishan Rock has a lot of blue face tattoos on her upper body, neck, face area. If the nigga kiss her on the blue face tattoo, is that gay?
Not it's that gay.
Like, I feel like her new nigga
I don't
can't
know if
kiss
that
her
make
neck.
him
It's
gay.
not gay, but it's
Shit, he kiss
definitely
on the neck, he kissing
interesting.
another nigga.
If he kiss on the neck, if he kiss on the cheek, it's just niggas right there. And I just feel like
Ooh wee.
you can't kiss her anywhere on her upper body except for her lips and her forehead. Or
That's a
am I
strong
Or
am I
man.
her
reaching?
other cheek. Her other cheek.
He only got one cheek. He can only
But
kiss
ain't
her.
y'all doing something similar when y'all be smashing girls that got their baby father name on their lower back and
I don't
and
kiss it though. I don't kiss it. I don't put my name
I
on
mean,
it.
but you definitely got
I
a
try not
full.
to have
It's on
sex with those
full
type of women.
display that this his ass while you. You know what I'm saying? Like
E-
it's
Did he write
I
his
try
name
not to
inside
have
that
sex with
pussy?
those type of women, but if I am fucking with them, I'm literally just fucking them. That's not about to be my girlfriend. I can't date a bitch that got another nigga name on her. That
I'm
don't make
not gonna
sense.
go that far, but is his name in that pussy?
She branded her body like that's his property.
I'm
Women
not
got
dating no
tramp
bitch with
stamps.
another nigga
Women got
name on her.
tramp
I'm
stamps, and
not
they want
doing it.
you to not recognize that they tramps. You know what I'm saying? Like women got all type of brands on their body and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But not no nigga. You might have a little quote, a
I
little
ain't gonna lie,
a little
right?
butterfly.
I think a woman having a tramp stamp is worse than a woman having her nigga's name on her body. That's
What's
just
the
my personal.
tramp stamp? What's that?
What?
What that say? Like,
It's
Uh,
the
No,
location more
what?
it's the
so.
A
location.
tramp
oh,
stamp is just a
location,
position of
location.
a
Okay.
tattoo. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just a
it's position.
location of a tattoo. That's
Okay.
a bitch can just be stupid and you want her tattoo right there. She could be naive to the
A
fact
bitch
that
can be
that's a
naive and
tramp
get a
stamp.
nigga name on them. All bitches that got a nigga name on
Ain't
them
that
is
damn
fucking naive.
naive? Lord have mercy.
Nah, yeah,
I
you can't
think
be naive about getting a nigga name on you. You know
That's
it's
that.
not.
That's just ain't that much naive.
how could you
A
not be naive
name.
about getting a nigga name on you? I think that would
That's
be
just
like the top
being
naive thing to do. I
foolish.
think that would be like at the top of the line of being naive.
No, the top
It's a
naive
That
girl
thing to
make
out
do
you
here
is
that had the
give
insane.
same
your
name
legitimacy
on her. She
to
was
somebody
naive.
that does
That's
it for money.
insane as shit.
Rizzy, back me up. It's a girl out here who had Ray name on her. She was naive. Was she not, Ray?
She
Was young
was.
and in
What up,
love,
little
but
guy?
just naive.
Yo, your mother just left him here.
Yeah.
No,
She
she
was
was a
like,
fucking fool. Cause we talk about the same girl that I know personally. She was just
yes.
a
What's up
fucking
with you?
fool. She was just insane, not
I'm,
naive, because she was in an actual relationship for a long time. It's just that she was fucking retarded.
People in relationships be naive. That's how you get somebody to be naive. Is in relationship. I've never got a girl that wasn't.
But I don't know if I would consider that naive because it was an actual relationship. It was mutual at that
I
time.
don't know that I have a thick
What?
line between being naive and a fool. Like, I mean, kind of
I,
for me, but
But I'm saying that it's the you being in it's the when a girl is in a relationship, that's when she be doing the most fool shit for a nigga. So that's why I'm saying, like, to me, I'm agreeing with you, right? To me, this naive and fool kind of go hand in hand, right? But I'm saying, like, it's in the relationship that when most girls be fools or foolish, or most girls be naive
foolish.
in the
I feel like
relationship.
naive is different from foolish, though. I feel like naive is like delusional, like in a
if
sense,
I
like green
ever
delusional.
admitted to doing something when I was naive, if somebody say, "Yeah, you was a fool for that one," I have no rebuttal. Yeah, you're right.
Like it's the same thing to me, yeah.
I think you can be a fool and not be naive, though.
But
You could be
okay,
a foolish person without being naive to a situation. You
nah,
could just be a
that's true.
fool.
That is true. That's possible.
That's got some. That's
Because being naive is just a sense of being delusional to something or agreeing to something. But you can be foolish without being delusional or naive to something.
the foolish would be like not being smart though, right?
Right. But naive doesn't
Being
necessarily
green,
mean that you're
being
not smart. It just
you
means
didn't
that
have
you
this.
might be green or
green,
you're delusional.
but being green is like you not hip to this, you're not
It's
educated to this. You're
unknown.
not, yeah, like so to me, like all these things go hand in hand, right? You're foolish. You will be foolish to things that you do not know about, the things that you're not educated on, the things that you haven't researched. You will be foolish with the lack of information. You will be naive
Let's see.
based off the same type of things, the lack of
But
Knowledge.
if
There.
but I feel like in a situation it could be some type of knowledge, but you still can make a foolish decision.
So
But if
you
we
was
talk about the same situation that I'm
naive.
thinking of with the person, I don't necessarily think it was naive. I just think that she was foolish.
okay. I guess okay. I'm gonna give that argument up, right? I just think that for the people with the tattoos of other people on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
That 90% of those people got that in a relationship. So I can't really knock
Mm-hmm.
them as much because I think that most people do that in a relationship. Like if you, whether you call it naive, whether you call it foolish, they did it in a relationship. Most women brand themselves thinking that this is gonna last. This is my person. Blase, blase, blase. And it was either a foolish thing or a naive thing. So I don't like. I'm not gonna hit a girl that I feel like was foolish or naive enough to do that. Now I'm not gonna put my lips on somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
That on their name. I'm not gonna put my lips on the nigga
Mm-hmm.
name. And I just feel like he can't put his lips where Blueface is on her body. Because it's his face. And it's on her face and her neck. So I just feel like he can't kiss her face and her neck. Am I tripping?
I mean, I get you. If somebody got a girl name, I ain't gonna be rubbing on the arm like, oof, like like on the name. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a lot, a person's face. But I guess going into the relationship, he already understood.
That's what I'm saying. He already understood.
I mean, because it's clearly on her face, so he didn't think to care much about, I guess, the face.
You don't make somebody like that get lazily removed?
Huh?
I would be making. She would have to get a laser. She would have to
Well,
get it
she
removed.
actually just did an interview on lip service, and she's actually getting it removed. She said she has an appointment to get it removed off her face.
Well,
But
she
ain't they gonna
wouldn't
change her
even-
skin?
Huh?
And they gonna mess up her skin?
Well, if she get it lasered, nah, she'd be fine. Because they was
sessions and
they was showing that on lip service, where Gigi McGuire said she had got hers lasered off, and her skin was normal. So
I think the
guess
nigga, I can't remember his last name, Pete, whatever, that was fucking with Kim Kardashian. Pete something.
Yeah,
He
Pete.
got his tattoos removed, and he had a whole body worth of tattoos, and he got removed and shit. And he kind of
you can get it removed.
50 Cent supposedly got his back done.
Oh yeah, see, I ain't seen it. If he did,
Yeah, that laser, that pretty good. If you
That big ass
you
50
it,
Cent,
right.
that big ass 50 Cent tattoo he had on his back.
Oh yeah, he did have that on his back. The big old 50. I do remember that. It's not there no more.
He
I don't
said
know.
it's gone.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't verify, but that's what he said.
Didn't Nick Cannon get Mariah name removed? The one he had on the top of his back?
I think he got it covered.
Covered. Okay. I'm about to say
Yeah, I
I
don't
know
think
he did that. Okay.
And that was crazy because him and Eminem had the same tattoo, I think. So that's what made that shit crazy.
Hey, young Eminem a wild nigga.
No, Nick Cannon. Didn't Eminem have her first?
Why you so obsessed with
I mean,
me?
according to Mariah Carey, she was never fucking with Eminem. According to Mariah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That whole song "Obsessed" was about him. The music video and the song.
No,
That's what
she never gave him no.
obsessed
She said
means
she
that you
never
can't
gave him
let
no
me go.
pussy.
That don't mean.
Yeah, you can't let me go. You obsessive for me, but you could be obsessive and not
I
have
don't mean I
somebody.
never had you though.
You could be obsessive without
No.
having.
Time out. No, if you listen to the
You could be
words, she's
obsessive.
saying that he was lying about. You gotta listen to the verse. Now, the hook is why you so obsessed with me. I just want to know. But the verse, she going in talking about he never had sex with her. None of that goofy shit.
I don't believe her. I ain't gonna lie.
Look, whole time, even when Eminem said he had sex with her, I think Eminem said he got super excited and he nutted soon he got in there or something like that.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I do
That
think
still
I
count.
remember that story. Yeah, I do think I remember him saying that.
Listen,
Like he kind of like.
I had a girlfriend that got pregnant like that. Not by me, but by another nigga, and she had the baby. I thought it was crazy.
Wow. Yeah, I now that you mention it, I do think I remember Eminem telling that story. But regardless, right?
That still count. He got to the point of being able to be.
Yeah. He didn't
in
get.
that
He
situation.
didn't. As whenever we think about Eminem, he didn't get her name tatted on him for nothing. He didn't go back and forth with Cannon for nothing. They beef with each other. They didn't beef
They
with each
did
other.
beef for a while.
Oh, nigga, they still beefing.
Yeah, but I say because they had disc records like a year
But
ago.
Nick Cannon paid real rappers to do some shit to Eminem and make some verses and shit.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know.
Mariah got them boys obsessed, child. That's that classy old coochie cat.
Nah, that pussy cat just worth that shit like worth 360 million. I might be on that joint. I might be on that joint too. I
That's
ain't even
that
had it.
wealthy coochie cat.
I might still be trying. If I had a shot at the title, yeah, I might be out there trying to get it in too. Nah,
Valuable
360.
coochie, right? Valuable coochie, right? Anthony Edwards' baby mama, who was also Little Baby's baby mother,
she is a mess.
has responded to the internet. She went on the internet to say that it is not true that Anthony Edwards gave her $1 million up front for 18 years of child support.
Yeah, I don't think he can do that in court. I don't think he can pay it up front.
In certain states, you can't. And then in other situations, the baby mom will have to allow it. And I think that there's a lot of reasons that I could think of why a baby mother would never let you do that. because as time goes on, certain things increase. You get more money for different things in the child's life. They have different activities that you can add on. Every couple years, they can come back. So there's a lot of reasons why a woman wouldn't let you pay the lowest possible amount up front, especially in his situation where he's going to get more money from the NBA later, so she can increase it later. But she went on the internet to say that didn't happen. But she also went on the internet to say that for all of y'all who think that she's a gold digger, right? She
Man,
said that, well, what is she basically? I'm paraphrasing, right? Refer to the tag in the front, but I'm paraphrasing. She basically said, what's the difference between what she did, right, and all you women that's fucking for Section 8 vouchers and
I
food
seen that.
stamps and y'all fucking bum ass niggas so y'all can get more money back on y'all taxes. Do y'all think there's a difference? Do y'all think she had a point? Y'all think that she was wrong or right?
Duh.
Y'all think that was distasteful? How do y'all feel about that response if y'all seen
That
that
was
response?
some real nigga shit, Mo. Same thing I tell niggas. What I'm gonna hey, no funny shit. If a nigga gonna rob a 7-Eleven, what right now, what I'm gonna say? Damn, cuz you should have just hit the bank off, cuz. You feel me? You gotta keep, you gonna have to keep robbing 7-Eleven to keep up. You gotta hit that bank one time. She hit the bank one time. Shout out to Shorty. Fuck you talking about? My baby mother got me like that. Fuck it, she got nigga got him too. Fuck, we all went down like this.
But
We
technically,
all
in
did.
her situation, she hit the bank twice
Why you say that?
Yeah,
because she
because
got
her
more
first baby
money
father.
than
That's why I
Anthony
say her
Edwards.
first baby father.
Oh, she got two rich niggas?
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she got her a double Buford with fries, nigga.
That whole
Please.
situation is just a mess in itself, and that's why I be saying niggas gotta protect themselves, especially in situations like that. Because now you got this situation with Shorty. It's
Nah, but
like
I just
it's a
want y'all
mess.
females to understand though. Once niggas start killing bitches, I don't want nobody calling these niggas no names.
She a
You
mess.
just said out your mouth that these bitches doing foul shit. So I want you to
She
understand.
is.
When shit,
I think
when
the
shit,
whole situation is a mess. I think she is a whole mess. A
when
whole
nah,
niggas
mess.
nah,
start
nah.
getting their baby
I can't,
mama smoked,
I
don't say
can't, I
nothing.
can't, I
I
can't,
don't
I
think
can't
the
let you
killing
get
part,
that off. I can't
the
let you get that
killing
off
part, but she a
because
mess.
you can clearly see that she just did this to little baby, and then your dumb
She
ass,
did.
right, went and did the
Mhm.
same thing. Anthony
Mhm.
Edwards is like 20 something. This bitch is like 40. So you just
She a
watch this
mess.
old bitch just do this to a young nigga, and then you turned around.
And be in the
I
same
can't, yeah, I
situation.
can't let you like. Come on, man. You gotta take some acknowledgement of what's going on, man.
It's wow. You gotta protect yourself, man.
I'm a firm believer that there's only so many public snipers, right? Like let's go back to Bernice Burgos, right? I believe Bernice Burgos is a public sniper, right? She going to go get niggas for a purpose, like intentionally, right? I think that the bitch Delicious, right? From what's
Flavor
that show?
Flav,
Okay,
Flavor
I think
Love.
that she's a public sniper, right? When she saw the Central Park Five niggas get out of jail and they gave them all that money, she had one of them niggas a week later. Just went and like, oh shit, you got how much? Seen on the news, went and got this nigga. Yeah, you with me, nigga, you mine. Right? I think there's only a certain handful of public snipers, right? So when you see fucking little baby mama coming down the street, you know who that is, you know where her intentions is, and you know to cross the street and go the other way. When you don't, nigga, you gotta take some responsibility for that. I can't give you just the whole like, oh
Yeah,
well, she
that's a
manipulated.
mess.
It's like, nigga, what? Open your eyes, nigga.
Open your eyes in general because of where you at, the status you have. You understand how much you're worth. So why would you
He
make
was
sure you
naive
don't
and
put yourself?
foolish.
If he don't want no kid, he made it very clear he don't want no fucking kid. So I'm like, you gotta protect yourself, knowing the stat, because he said he gave her full custody and wanted to pay $1 million up front. It shows, bitch. I don't want no involvement. And I told you this while you was. I don't want no fucking involvement. It's like,
How do we feel about him trying to pay all the money up front because he doesn't want any involvement? Is that fair? Is that like his personal right to do? Is that like fucked up? Like how we feel
That,
about
that
I
that's what
guess it
child
depends on
support
the
is for.
state. I
That's
guess
what
it
child
depends
support
on
is
the
for.
state.
Child support is for parents who don't want to be parents, who don't want to be physical parents. That's what child support is for. That's why they made it.
that?
I guess it depends on the state with him paying. Because then you say in certain states you're able to pay up front. In
I
certain
think in
states,
certain states you're able to pay, in certain states you're not. But I think that even in the states where you're able to pay up front, I I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think the most cases the mom has to agree with
She has to she has to agree to that, but
she
I
has to
don't think
agree.
she's gonna agree. Not because of the money situation, but see, by you being able to pay all the money up front, that eliminates any chance of you having a relationship with the child. Now you paying your money every month and shit like that, that kind of leaves an opening for you to have it.
Well, he
Cause I ain't
already
gonna tell you like this.
eliminated. He gave her full custody before the baby
That
came.
don't
What he
mean
say?
But
shit.
He
nah,
ain't got.
I think the thing
I gave
about it
my
is
baby mother full custody too, because I didn't want no child with her. But once the baby
nah,
got here, it's a different feeling when you actually taking care of a human being. So like
nah. I
that
don't think she
changes,
care
and I
about.
think females prey on that emotional stat too.
No,
You
she
feel me?
know
Like,
that
of
that
course
nigga
a
don't want
nigga
no
don't want a
involvement.
baby. Yeah, of
He
course a
made
nigga
that
don't want
very
a
clear.
baby with you. I mean, look, I'm
Nah,
trying
I
to tell you,
don't
I
think
made
that.
that very clear with my baby mother too. But as you see, her daughter in my car, was in my car. She's went to my mom's house to get her hair done. You feel me? Like, cause a human being is still a human being. So if you around this human being or you see this human being, it may be a chance that your feelings about this human being may change. Now, if I was able to give my baby mother all the money that I could possibly give her up front and never have to talk to her again, it's no chance that this baby will be in my car right now.
Nah, I don't think that's the way women look at it, bro. If you pay your baby mother all the money up front, right, she can never get an increase on the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the reason why women do not
Yeah.
allow
That's why I
you
don't
to
think
pay the
she's
money
gonna
up
agree to
front
that.
because if you do better
If he
in
pay
life,
her all the money right now, he don't even gotta talk to her ever again.
yeah, but if he pay her all
Yeah.
the money right now, she can never get an increase on the money.
Which means later in life, if he makes more money, she can then go back to court and say, okay, he
Yeah,
taking
like
his money.
he's not even on his best contract in the NBA yet. So in 4 years, she's gonna go back and get more money. And the number that is given, right, is on a baby. It's on a newborn, right? So this doesn't account for private school.
Let's
This
go.
doesn't account
Mm-hmm.
for certain activities that this kid may do, right?
Yeah.
So years later, this number is going to increase because she's going to say, "Well, school costs this much. The dental work costs this much.
His
Health
living,
this
how we
is going
live,
so
increases.
she will be able to if once you pay for something for 18 years, I'm done. I don't have to. There is no increase. So I think that's the reason why I would say celebrity women will never let a nigga pay all at once, nigga, because we gonna come back and tax that ass when you start doing better. You know what I'm saying? Is what I would think. Um, but I ain't gonna lie though, right? I see a lot of people on the internet saying that her response was distasteful, and I do think there is some truth to her response about women that's in a lesser situation still fucking for and having kids for a benefit. You know what I mean? You knew the nigga ain't had no money, you knew he was broke, yet you kept the kid and you put him on child support and you did this and the third and you got your taxes up and I know a girl that got 8 kids and she
Woo.
ain't living like she getting a lot
No
of benefits.
shade, no tea.
I mean, I'm just
People
saying.
like that need to be locked up. I don't care. I say what I said.
Okay, stand on it. That's the goddamn radio. Um, I guess this is a good topic, right? Well, it's not a good topic, but I guess it's a viral topic. What would have been y'all reaction if y'all was in the church when Marvin Sapp told the ushers to lock the door?
I would probably start asking people out loud, who got it? Oh, nobody got it? Okay, well then let's open up this door. Why are we playing these games in here? Open this up, bro. What we
You
My
doing?
gonna ask
reaction, Slim, I probably would have been there with my legs crossed watching the fucking show because I ain't got it for you. And what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
I be like, Sap, you got it
What
more than
are you
anybody in here.
doing?
What are we
Right. What
doing?
are you doing?
You do it.
I'd be curious to see how it goes. I'm just going to, what's going on?
I don't know, man. I think we would have I think he would have probably got one of the ushers fucked up, right? Or I think that he would have got approached on the pulpit. Y'all ever seen that video where a pimp approached the pulpit to hit
Yes, I seen that.
I feel like Marvin Sapp would have been in that same situation had he would have been in the wrong church. I also think that churches
Do you? Oh, good.
have to stop recording church.
Yes,
Man,
yes.
I,
what?
I get it. I get it. I get
Well,
it. But I just feel like, bro, in today's society, the Christianity is the most Christianity is the most attacked religion. I feel like if you are not a Christian, you can't relate. Certain things just don't seem right. And even if you are a Christian, certain things is just like it's different in the building than not in the building. I just feel like these mega churches have to stop recording their services.
I'm bi on that because I like the convenience of being able to watch church from my home. But I feel like Marvin Sapp, is he a minister? He preaches. I know he sings, but like I didn't know that he did ministry.
I don't know how much ministry he does. To your point, Trina, I don't.
Cause like, what are we doing? How you get on the mic and talk about we need to be paying tithes? Ain't you supposed to be up there singing? Never would have made it. Like, how do we get to that
But
point?
everybody turns to ministry once they get washed up, though. If you have you not noticed that, I'm talking whether it's actor, poet, motherfucking philanthropist, they all turn to some form of religion once they get washed up and shit. It's like that's the new money maker. That's how old people keep their money flowing now. They turn to church. They use religion. Like it's crazy, but that's what it is, though. That's everybody.
I think that the church is one of the best places for somebody who has a positive message to speak to Black people. I think that they show Martin Luther King always in the church, right? I think
Yeah,
that where else would Martin Luther King have spoke to hundreds or 50 or
yeah,
1,000 Black people at, right? Even though Martin Luther King wasn't the first president. That's just where you had to speak to Black people. So I feel
yeah.
like
That
it's
was the
more
gathering back then.
Black
It was
people
the
that
Black church.
are positive will speak there. So Marvin Sapp being a positive influence or positive person, he's going to speak, in my mind, in that setting,
Right.
whether he's
Okay.
trying to preach or not.
Okay. I can see that. That was a good
But in
comparison.
your church, though, you have people that collect offering. Like, you have people that do that.
Yeah.
So it's also like, yeah, even if he did go up there and give some encouraging words, why was he a part of that segment?
The
Like
tithes.
that structure. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? Like, especially as somebody who's wealthy, I don't think that's received well coming from that person anyway, asking people less fortunate for money.
Mm-hmm.
if he was at a mega church, some of them other niggas got some money on that joint. I ain't gonna lie, man. When you see
He
them people,
asked everybody though, y'all. Did y'all watch? Did y'all see the actual video? He even told the
Yeah, I
people on the
seen it
pulpit. He told the
online.
people. He asked the people on the pulpit for more money than he asked the people outside for. He said
I mean,
it
that's how it
costs to
should
be
go,
up
though.
here. He was trying to get money out of everybody.
Yeah, I seen it. Even I seen when he was saying $1,000 per
Yeah,
person.
he wanted the rich folk to get money, the broke folk to get money. He just wanted the money.
I mean, I do feel like, what he said about the pulpit versus the people in the thing. I feel like that's how it should go. But I feel like he wasn't up there because the church was surprised and the church didn't know he was going to be up there and the church didn't know he was going to ask for an offering.
No, he preached the sermon. Look at what he wearing. Look at what he's wearing. He has on
I seen what he was wearing.
he
I
has
don't
on
know if he preached
the
that.
garbs of the preacher. So he must have just preached that sermon.
Oh yeah, see, I didn't know if he preached or not.
Yeah,
I didn't know if he preached or not
my
either.
family is
But
preachers and shit. I be knowing this type of dumb shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying he preached that particular sermon. He could be like the head pastor of the church. Like my grandma would wear all her stuff whether she preached or not. You feel me? So it
Yeah.
could be his church.
I
I ain't
just
know.
think that I don't know. I think it's a bad look to drop an R&B album and then turn around and ask niggas for $40,000. I just think it's a bad look for what you do. I
Even if
think
he
more
didn't drop the R&B album, like
that don't help
that's
though.
yeah, it don't.
Um,
As an usher in that case, if you were instructed by, I guess, maybe the leader at that time of, whatever's going on, do you feel like you would have obeyed that order? Do you feel like you would have gave pushback? Like, what do you do?
Fuck no.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Hell no.
I think it depends on the person and their circumstance. The ushers get
I
paid
don't
as
give a
well,
fuck who
right?
it is.
Or is it volunteer? How does the ushers get paid, or is volunteer?
I don't think the ushers get paid.
I know the definition of kidnapping, and I ain't crossing that
I was
line.
just, I was just,
I ain't
I was
crossing.
just thinking that,
To
bro. I
lock
feel like,
somebody in a building without their permission, you going to prison.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was a fire hazard. I would have sued Marvin Sapp ass for
Boy,
$40,000.
he going. Boy, people. They got him up trying to. Some people trying to get him arrested. So, well, they gotta get him arrested so they can file a civil suit so they can get money from him.
Yeah, I would have said fire and then caused the fucking problem. We would have sued
I ain't
Marvin Sapp.
gonna hold you. I'm surprised it didn't go up more than it did. Like I seen viral clips, but like people really ain't speak out. Nothing really came out
What
after
you
the fact.
He is fighting 100 cases of entrapment. What are you
Oh,
talking about?
I didn't see that. I didn't see it nowhere online.
they nigga, them
I
niggas
haven't
trying
seen that.
they trying to get him for entrapment. They don't want him to go to jail, but it's something you got to do so that way you can give it into civil court or something, so you can get some money out of niggas.
You can file a civil suit.
Oh, they working on. That's what they working on.
I'm
They working
surprised
on
I
getting.
didn't see that everywhere. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's something I didn't know that. I didn't see that anywhere.
He ain't big enough. He ain't a big enough person.
I feel like Marvin
I
Sapp
mean,
is
if the
very
story
known.
in itself made it, I feel like
Man,
Shorty
Yeah.
definitely
he
to
is
it
in
with.
the gospel industry. Nobody in the gospel industry is known like that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Who?
you crazy as hell.
Huh?
Who?
He literally just did a tiny desk for all his music. Like he's known
Who in
in
the
the gospel.
gospel industry is well known?
Kurt Franklin is
All the
well
gospel,
known.
all the
That's
gospel
the
Pamela
big. That's
Mann is
Kurt
well
Franklin is like
known.
the
Kiki
biggest person
Shepard
in
is
gospel.
well
That's the biggest
known.
person,
It's
and he's not even that known.
what?
You
They
crazy as hell.
literally are doing sold out tours for their like gospel tours that
I
sold out.
don't know. I don't know what you mean by not that known, bro.
Like they're known people.
How many records? How many records is Kurt Franklin selling, bro?
Kurt
It's
I
it's
Franklin.
don't know
it's
what
it's,
you mean.
it's
Like
brand new rap. It's brand new rappers out right now. They don't even have banging fan base that's selling more records than him.
They in the streaming era.
Kurt,
They're not selling records. They streaming.
Well, streaming. How many
That's not the
records is
same
that
thing,
nigga
bro. That's
streaming?
not the same thing, bro. You can't compare. You can't compare niggas that hey, you can listen to my music as much as you want for free versus niggas that was like, hey, you got to go buy this. Kurt Franklin was selling music when you had to go buy it. You can't
yeah.
compare. You got to just turn on their phone and stream it, bro. That is not the same thing. That's why people like Lauryn Hill still have certain records because you had to go buy her music. That's why Nicki Minaj
Yep.
does records because you had to go buy her music. There's a lot of women that stream something, right? That's like this is not comparable. It's not the same. I don't know how. I don't know. I could look and see how many records he sold, but I don't know what you mean by they're not known in the gospel community.
They're very known.
Without records, just overall, like his
The influence.
contribution, like in so many ways, like
I'm like, it's a lot of gospel singers I can think of that has like big influence. Even just looking at the gospel tours and concerts that they've been doing, like collabing together to do.
The only reason why Marvin Sapp is probably even getting in trouble, bro, is because he's known. Because this is the other things that happen in other churches, but it doesn't stay viral, it doesn't stay in the media because nobody fucking knows them. When the pimp went up to the Catholic priest
The
and
top
crushed him for
selling.
buying pussy, that shit lasted 2 days. We gonna talk about Marvin Sapp for 2 more months, nigga. We not talking about that Catholic priest because we don't know him. Nobody knows him. Nigga was buying pussy and nobody even cares. We care about him getting slapped.
Nobody really cares about the Marvin Sapp thing. That's what she was just saying.
No,
Nobody
people
really
care.
cares
I
about
just
the Marvin
haven't
Sapp
seen
thing.
it. Yeah.
What,
Because
bro?
nobody cares about it.
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
fucking Marvin
They
Sapp.
literally have memes and viral things of them singing "Never Would Have Paid It." He literally went on
And close the door. They got that up. Close the door. Close the door. It's so many memes of that.
He went on another show to do an interview.
I
and
did
when
see
he
that.
got down the hall, when he got to the hallway, they were singing about that situation. Like he can't even go nowhere where they don't bring this up.
Yeah, for sure.
If the Catholic priest went somewhere, they wouldn't even recognize him. And you buying pussy. They wouldn't even recognize this white man. Nah, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know if you could say like these niggas ain't known like that, bro.
Yeah, they know.
These niggas might not know. These niggas might not be known to Muslims.
mm-hmm.
But they know in the Christian community.
Christian community.
Yeah. The most attacked religion.
Which is the most
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what you mean by not that known. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know Marvin Sapp's wife passed. I can't tell you not one Muslim representative nothing about these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't even tell you that was Marvin Sapp except because they put his name on it. I didn't know
what?
Who the fuck his old
That's
ass
crazy. I think that's because of you, though. I don't think it's
you
necessarily
don't know
a community.
that much about the community, Puff. I'm not taking your word for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
I've been thinking so many gospel
Michael Jackson don't sell records, nigga. I can't take your word for music.
You said what?
You thought Michael Jackson didn't sell that many records. I can't take your word for music.
Now when have I ever said anything like that? No,
I had to argue that.
You had to argue what that Michael Jackson didn't sell records or Michael Jackson wasn't relevant now.
Okay, so I told you that he was relevant because he's still selling records, and you didn't know that he was still selling records. So that's how I know that you don't know who is relevant and what happens in music as far as what sells. You didn't think Michael Jackson catalog still makes money.
Michael Jackson was fucking bankrupt before the night he died.
No,
so
he
clearly
was
he
not.
wasn't.
No, he was not, bro.
Huh?
He was not bankrupt before he died, bro.
Okay, hold on. We
pull it up. Pull it up, Puff. Please show me, bro. Please show me he was bankrupt before he died, bro. Please show me that. Like, y'all, you just be saying shit, bro. Michael Jackson wasn't bankrupt before he died.
Look it up for yourself.
I'm looking too, because I was like,
yeah, like that's not the fact.
Michael Jackson was reportedly more than $500 million in debt when he died in 2009, according to court documents filed by his estate.
That's not bankrupt.
That's not bankrupt.
That's things, bro. That's not bankrupt. The nigga owned half of Sony when he died. Half of Sony. He owned all of Eminem's music when he fucking died. He owned all of Quincy Jones' music. He owned all the Beatles. You sound stupid, bro. The nigga wasn't bankrupt.
So why was he in debt? That don't make sense. Why was
nigga, you cannot pay
people in debt.
That's not tax evasion is. You know, wait. Wesley Snipes went to jail for tax evasion. He went to jail with money because he didn't spend his money paying a bill. He had debt, nigga. That's what debt is.
And that could be anything. It could be your property that's not paid off. It could be a car that's not paid off. It could be credit card bills. He could have had a estate that he didn't own that had.
Nigga, he could have sold his house and paid that, nigga.
Yeah,
crazy.
That
his
is different
estate
from
still make money to this day. His estate that's still half of his family owned because it was in his name. And that's what I be saying, bro. You don't like when it comes to this music shit. Stick to the street artists. When it comes to R&B and all these other people in music, bro. Let's just talk about what we know. Michael Jackson was never bankrupt, bro. Never even close to it. That nigga owned other people's
says he's $500 million in debt.
Own their catalog.
$500 million in debt is not crazy in that status, to be honest.
Yeah, that nigga was never close to being bankrupt, bro. Niggas can't even own their catalogs. He owned other people's catalogs. Come on, bro. You talking about the nigga that wanted to buy Marvel before Marvel was Marvel. You talking about the nigga that wanted to open Six Flags before Six Flags was Six Flags. Come on, bro. That nigga wasn't bankrupt, bro. Not even close to it, bro.
Man, I'm reading the paperwork. But if you $500 million in debt, you are bankrupt, dude. This is what this says.
That's not bankrupt. That's debt. That's just
what y'all want to happen, and what the facts are saying is totally different.
That's not bankrupt.
What y'all want to go down it says Jackson's financial woes dated back to 1990.
Even when I read here, it says
by 1998. From 2001 to 2009, his debts increased to another $170 million. Come on, it said he was living in debt.
That's not even. I'm reading here. It says, despite the debt, the estate was able to avoid bankruptcy and has seen a value increasing over $2 billion after he died. Then he had a
file for bankruptcy
after he died. Thank you. That's what I just said. He was broke,
but he doesn't in bankruptcy. It says he was able. It says he was bankruptcy. Wait, it says he was able to avoid bankruptcy. Has seen its value increasing over $2 billion. So he was never in bankruptcy
after he died.
But he was never in bankruptcy.
He was never in bankruptcy. Bro, you're not about to change it. He was never bankrupt. He was never close to being bankrupt.
He avoided bankruptcy by dying. It clearly say he was broke.
He avoided it means he never was in
it.
The fuck is y'all talking about? You said he was bankrupt, and it said he avoided it. So you were wrong, Puff.
$500 million in debt. That means you're broke.
And it says that.
That's just like Juice WRLD getting paid when he died. You dead.
Also, it says
everybody came up
he had an actual case.
Came up when they died.
No, Puff, you wrong, bro. You wrong, bro. That's not how that works.
Also, it says that he had a case in 2021 that was dismissed.
It said he had a debt,
and he won the case. He had a pending IRS dispute, which he ended up getting dismissed and actually won the case. Disputed the claims and won the case.
Nigga, that's in 2020. In 1991, it says he was in debt. In 1998, it says he was in debt.
That is not bankrupt though.
It says he was in debt. How the fuck?
That is debt though.
I can read.
Bruno Mars owned a casino. Bruno Mars owned a casino.
$500 million.
No. Is he bankrupt?
The fuck?
Is he bankrupt? No, he's not. Because you don't know how money works.
Broke. He broke.
He's not
If
broke.
That does not mean you broke because you
if he
have
don't even
debt.
got
That
$1
does not
billion
mean you're
and he
broke.
owes $500 million, he broke.
That does not
He's
mean you're
not broke, bro.
There's even healthy
That does
debt
Not
not.
broke,
to
bro.
have.
Bro,
Right.
he's not broke, bro.
And some people know, Shay, they don't even buy shit right out because of the value.
Because
Some
of
people
needing to
get
have debt.
leasing it.
Hey, Puff,
When I paid off my
Oh,
car, bro, they was
It
not
made
happy.
your credit score go down. That's why I'm
exactly.
like, you
Bro,
people
that's
keep
what I'm
it.
saying. Bro, you talking to a nigga that don't know how shit work in life. What the fuck? We argue with Puff who don't know how nothing go. You just read something that said he wasn't
how
bankrupt.
brokenness go. Brokenness is
Google
when
just
you
said he
in
was
debt.
never
That
bankrupt.
don't mean you're broke.
They was broke.
Come on, bro. Come
That
on,
does
bro.
not mean you're
Come on,
broke.
bro. You talk about a bankruptcy, right? Is a tax thing. Nigga, you pay taxes a handful of times in your life. You don't know how that works. Stop it. The Google just said he was never bankrupt. Why are we arguing about being bankrupt if Google just said he was never
Googled
bankrupt?
it and it said he
How
was $500 million in debt. Nigga, that's damn near
That is not bankrupt.
Those are two different things, Puff.
He
Those
didn't
are
have
two
the money.
different things, bro. Those are two different things, bro. Those are two different things, bro. That's not how that works, bro.
You can literally buy a house and now you're
Go back
considered
to
in
Google
debt
it
because you
again, bro.
bought a house. But you could be
I know
paying
I'm
on
fucking up,
time
bro.
and not
Nigga,
be
it just
broke.
told you he avoided bankruptcy by dying. That's what
No,
it
that's
said
not
on the
what it
motherfucking paper.
said.
He avoided bankruptcy by dying.
That's
No,
not
he
what it
avoided
said.
bankruptcy because they was able to pay something. But he seen it increase. He never was bankrupt.
He went
You
to
have to
court and
start
he
with
won the case. He
It
won the
increased
case in
after he
2000.
died, like every other musicians in the world.
No,
Every
every
other
musician
musician
doesn't.
increased
Every
after they
musician don't
die.
get money when they die. Every musician don't get money when they die. Here's something else that
No,
you just
every
saying that
nigga
you don't
shit
know.
go up after they die. Even a little SoundCloud nigga on the side of the street music go up after he die. Everybody
That's
should
not
go up after
always
they
true,
die.
bro. That's not
Now
always
over
true.
$2 billion. But I think that goes back to what
Come on, bro.
FYO was saying, him accumulating
I
money.
can't, bro. I can't, bro. We just gave you the facts, bro. We're not about to keep arguing your opinion.
I
We just
just
gave
gave you the facts. It said
No,
in
the fact is he was
1991,
never bankrupt, bro. The fact is he was
1998,
never bankrupt.
2001 through
The
2009, he
fact
was
was he
fucking
was
broke.
never bankrupt. The fact is he was
It
never
just
bankrupt.
said
That's the
again
fact.
that he
That's the
died
fact,
to
bro.
avoid bankruptcy. That means he was broke.
No, that's not
No,
what
bro. No, that's not how. That's not what that means, bro. That's not what that means, bro. That's not what that means, Brody.
She
You
just
know what I'm
read it.
saying? That's not what that. I don't know if you know how to interpret, but that's not what that means, bro. I know you
Now
graduated because
I
you was
go
an
what the
athlete.
words say.
I
I
graduated
don't
because of my
fix the
knowledge.
words. I
Because
go
you're
And
what
he
the
smart.
went
words
to
say.
court with the
That's not what that means,
IRS
bro.
and it
Bible
was
is the
disputed
Bible.
and he won.
Exactly, bro.
So
Like, bro, come on, bro. Come
he
on, bro.
wasn't
Come on, bro.
He was dead when he won this. Y'all just agreeing to what I
he
said.
wasn't
He
dead. It
was
said
not
After he
bankrupt, bro.
died.
2021.
All
He
this
was
shit y'all talking about
alive.
is after
He
he
was not
died. He
bankrupt,
ain't get
bro.
none
He
of
was
his money when he was alive. None
2001.
of
He
it.
was alive. He was
Exactly, bro.
alive
None of
when
the
he
shit he
won the
got.
court
Retarded, bro.
case.
That's what I'm saying. You can't, bro. He was never bankrupt. Is the point, though? You said he was bankrupt and he wasn't. He was never bankrupt. That's the Googleable fact right there. He was never bankrupt.
And he won this case to get the
He's
Nigga,
never
again,
IRS. So
I
bankrupt.
that
said damn near bankrupt. Again, I
No, you
said
did
damn
not.
near
No, you
no,
did
you
bankrupt.
not.
And
No, you
didn't.
did
then
not.
You
you
said
No,
he
tell
you did
me
not,
died
that
when
he
Puff.
he was
No, you
avoided
did not,
bankrupt.
bankruptcy
Puff.
from
You did
dying.
not, Puff.
And you tell me that's
Puff,
not
this is
damn near
recorded,
bankrupt?
bro. This is recorded, Puff. No, you did not,
You're
Puff.
right. You're right. Record
This is
it. And I
recorded, bro.
said damn near bankrupt. And he
No,
got $500
everybody
No,
million
you
on the
in debt.
screen
didn't.
And that's
just
not
said
damn
no,
near
you
bankrupt.
didn't, bro.
That's
Everybody's on the
broke.
screen just heard you, bro. No, bro. I'm not gonna argue something that you didn't say. I'm a man of words, Puff. Everybody know I pick with the words you say. The words you choose to say is
You
what I'm
can't
gonna
be a
argue off
man
of.
of words
I'm not
because
gonna
you
argue
keep
what you
trying to
think.
interpret
I'm not
shit.
gonna
That's
argue what
not
you meant.
wording.
What you
You just
said
said
is
I
your
don't know how to
words, nigga.
interpret.
It's
No, I
recorded,
don't. I
Puff.
know how to read. And the words say he was $500 million in debt several
That's
times.
not
That
bankruptcy
is
though. That's not bankruptcy though, Puff. You gotta know how to interpret. You gotta know how to interpret it. You talking to somebody who graduated with honors, not somebody who graduated because he can shoot a bucket basketball. I'm not no fucking jock. I'm educated. The fuck? I know how to interpret, bro. That's not what that means. Being in debt is not what that means. I owe money on my car. I'm not bankrupt.
that's right.
What are you talking about?
And
That's
you're
not how that
not
works,
broke.
You
Puff.
owe $500 million on your car?
I owe money on my car. I'm not
That's
bankrupt though.
debt.
You owe $500 million on your car.
But you
No, but
gotta realize he got a
I know what it means
property
to
that
owe
might have
something,
caused.
and I know what it means to be bankrupt. And all you have to file for bankruptcy. I know Michael Jackson never filed for bankruptcy in his life.
Nigga, Donald Trump filed for bankruptcy and he wasn't broke. So filing for bankruptcy don't mean you broke.
Donald Trump has never had a successful business. Never in his life. What are you talking about? He had to file for
Nigga, he the
bankruptcy.
president. Nigga, that's successful. The fuck you talking about? He's
He's not a
successful in conducting the
successful.
business of the United States of America. You sound
That's not
stupid.
a okay.
And
He's
this
never
is the
had a
second time.
successful business,
And it's
Puff,
the
in his
second
life.
time around. This is
He
the second time
never
around.
had a successful business in his life.
Who he's running America. America is a business. This is the second
He's
time
running
he's
it
running.
unsuccessfully. That's why you see the most
How?
people losing their jobs. There's more people losing their jobs than, bro. We just had the
It
most
ain't
people
no, it's
employed
not.
ever.
No, it's not. He took away
It
all the
is, bro.
jobs from the foreign people to make more jobs.
No, that's not what happened. Bro. He just put a bunch of people out of government. That's not foreign, Puff.
No.
Nigga,
So Puff, you just went from the most. Bro, Puff, you don't have a job. Stop arguing me about stuff that you don't even participate in. You don't participate in working. Why am I arguing with you about working, bro? You don't know what you're talking about.
If they send a bunch of foreigners back to their country, they don't got jobs.
A lot of Americans were
illegal.
affected by.
Okay, how can a legal foreigner have a job, Puff? You have to have a social security. You have to get paid to be considered having an actual job. So no, getting paid
And
under
nigga, they
the
was
table.
still working. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of sending them back.
Does
They
not
was taking
count in
jobs
the
away from us.
workforce, Puff. Puff, bro, you don't know what you're talking about, Puff. You don't know what you're talking about, but that
Nigga,
does not
fuck, I
count
do
in the
not
workforce, bro.
nigga, no, you make no sense. So you tell
He
me
got rid
illegal
of a lot
aliens
of
wasn't doing
agencies
illegal
and
jobs that you
terminated a
and
lot
people
of
got hired to do?
employees that were not
Puff, you
foreigners.
don't know what you're talking about, Puff. I'm
So
sorry
you
to tell
telling me
you.
illegal aliens wasn't doing jobs that people in America are hired to do? So
No,
people was
this is
getting
what
their
I'm trying
roof
to tell
fixed
you.
by
This is what I'm trying
illegal
to tell you.
aliens when they supposed to hire regular
Got
people to
rid
do
of
them.
jobs, when you say got rid of jobs, we're talking about jobs, right? Where somebody pays taxes on, where somebody gets taxes on, not under the table, not somebody at Home Depot who you pick up and just give money out your pocket. We talking about somebody who clocks into a 9 to 5, who has to W-2 or
Not only that,
I-9.
government jobs at
Somebody who has
that.
an actual job. So Trump got rid of people who had government jobs,
Government.
actual jobs, bro. That is not that's separate from the illegal immigrants that he got out of here.
And I know American people who was affected by that. That's not a true
I was
statement.
just about to say that. I think we all know somebody
Yeah.
impacted in some way.
Everybody but the nigga who worked knows people that was affected. Everybody that pays taxes on this stream knows what's going on, except for niggas don't pay taxes. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it. You may read better than me, but you don't interpret better than me, bro.
Nigga, I got common sense, nigga. If a bunch of people going somewhere, that leaves opening for everybody else. Just because y'all motherfuckers ain't find a way to find a place in the opening don't mean shit to
You was
me.
the same nigga.
That's not true.
That told me. You was the same nigga that told me if black people go stand outside the Home Depot with a Mexican stand, you gonna think they selling drugs. They're not gonna get no work. So that don't leave no opening for the people. So that don't leave no opening then. That's literally the opposite of what you're saying.
You just can't stand outside the Home Depot. There's other ways to promote your business, bro. There's
How
other ways
can
to
you?
promote a
Okay,
business.
if the Mexicans
You can hand out papers. You can have them call a number. Standing
if the
outside Home Depot was dumb as shit. That's how Mexicans do it.
If the Mexicans was filling a slot that was working, and somebody else comes to try to fill that same slot, why would it be dumb for them to fill the same slot that was working?
What are you talking about? You don't have to stand outside of Home Depot to fill a slot. The same people that are coming through that Home Depot to get somebody, they're going to start calling a number. They're going to start calling a number once they don't no longer have no Mexicans standing out front. And once there's no longer legal Mexicans standing out front, they're going to start calling agencies to fix their fucking roof. They're going to start calling construction companies to fucking do their grass.
They're going to call the Mexicans that aren't illegal.
Are here, right?
Exactly, bro. Like, stop talking about stuff you know nothing about. The fuck? You the same when they told me that niggas ain't getting hired for that. When I was outside trying to explain why niggas should be benefiting, you was the same nigga telling me, well, that's not gonna work because a group of niggas is gonna give you like this. They're not gonna get opportunities like this. And you know what's gonna happen?
I said standing outside of Home Depot. I never said make marketing your business. I never said marketing the business. Nigga, Troy passes out fucking pamphlets with his number on it. Taking customers away from the legal Mexicans. They call Troy. He don't got to stand outside a fucking Home Depot. What are you talking about?
Now Troy doesn't do what Mexicans do. He cut grass. He don't build nothing on houses. He can't build your deck. He can't fix your door.
You don't know. Stop speaking on what you don't know. Troy do fences all the time. Nigga, Troy,
I didn't name fences though. Did I name a fence? No.
Huh?
I didn't name that.
You said he can't do nothing else. You said he can't do nothing else.
No, he said he can't build houses.
I said he can't build your deck. I said I started naming things, bro.
He can do all of that, just like Mark and I do all of that.
I seen Mark do all that, and you know what I seen Mark do? Stand outside and get work.
Nigga, they call Mark phone. What the fuck you talking about? Mark don't stand outside and get work. He hang with us. They call
nigga, I was outside. Nigga, I've been outside. Nigga, I got
Mark. Never seen Mark standing in front of no goddamn Home Depot asking for work.
Mark stands outside, bro. Mark stands outside, bro. I got him to look at my cousin's car because he was standing outside.
Nigga, because he was outside chilling with us. And you just
the same way Mexicans do. Stand outside, chilling. No,
bro. They are standing out there looking for work. They're not hanging out. They are looking for a job.
Wait.
They be on that dump truck with that cooler.
You ever had some Mexicans to do something? Have you ever had some Mexicans do something?
I don't hire Mexicans.
Exactly. Because you don't know what the fuck you be talking about, Puff. You don't know what you be talking about, bro. You just be talking.
Have I ever hired a Mexican? Yes. I don't have to hire Mexicans. I have Mark and Troy.
And what you need to get Mark?
Call on the phone and come do a job. I don't have to go meet them outside.
Not a nigga that has a business. Not a nigga has a business card. Somebody who stands outside and gives his number out, stand outside the same way a Mexican does. I don't got a card with his name on it. You got his number because he's standing outside to give it to you.
Mark used to have cards with his name on them. Now that he's been working for 100 years with these same people, of course he don't need no cards. He's been working for these people for 20 years. He's been living right for 20 years.
Outside, you know he's outside, bro. He don't have no business, bro.
He got the same fucking customers. Why he gotta fucking stand outside to get picked up by the same people who had his phone number? They his neighbors. They already got his number. You talking dumb shit because you met a nigga outside because you was coming to meet me. The fuck you talking about? You come meet me. You met a nigga that was hanging with me. You got lucky because you was met me. The fuck? Any other time you had to call this nigga number or text.
I never called Mark in my life. I've never called Mark. I've never called Mark.
You be with me. If you didn't know me,
I know he's gonna be outside, bro.
Call him.
I know he's gonna be outside.
With me.
I know he's gonna be outside, bro. I know he's gonna be outside.
You benefiting off of being with me. That's a totally different thing.
I know he's gonna be outside, bro.
That's a totally different thing. If you didn't know me, you might have to call Mark on the phone. Nigga,
I would never call Mark. He's gonna be outside.
He's gonna be outside. If you didn't know Mark, you would still have to ask him for his number to call him about his fucking work.
I wouldn't call him. I wouldn't ask him for his number. He either be there or he not, like a Mexican.
It doesn't matter. Even when he's there, nigga, a grown man that don't know Mark is gonna walk up and ask him for his phone number. They're not gonna walk up and tell that nigga stop
Mark don't know me. He went to my cousin's house for the opportunity to make money. He didn't know me. Mark don't know my name.
He knew me. Nigga, he knew me. So because he knew me, he knew you. Nigga, you benefited off of me. Nigga, stop acting like it was just a magic thing. You benefited because of me. You look at somebody I know. That's going to do something for you because I know you. That's the only reason it got done.
Wait. I know some Mexicans, right, that do work. If I see you where they at, right, they don't even have to know that you know me. If I see you there to go get work, you know what they're going to do? They're going to do the fucking work.
Exactly, because those are Mexicans. So Mark not a Mexican. Mark is a black man. And he's not going to fucking work for you because you walk up to him.
Like a Mexican.
You don't know me.
He works like a Mexican. The fuck? Opportunity. Got no fucking business cards. He ain't got no fucking no place you can pull up to and just.
Nigga, Mark do got business cards. Nigga, you don't even know. Mark is a retired nigga for Henry's Autos, nigga. That nigga
Henry Auto got business cards. He don't got no business cards. He not Henry. Mark name not Henry, nigga.
Mark used to work this real job. A real job. 9 to 5 doing all the same shit.
Mark name that's Henry Auto Cards business cards, nigga.
Come on. What does that mean?
Henry Auto Card business cards.
That don't mean nothing. That doesn't mean anything, nigga. If I know you've been delivering packages for 50 years, Jason, you've been delivering packages forever. So if I open up a business, of course I'm going to get Jason. I know you deliver packages.
I work for Capital Electric. My supervisor has business cards on it that has her name on it, and then on the top of that name on business, it says Capital Electric, the business that she works for. My mother has a business card. When my mother took you to show some houses.
Do you have a card? Do you have a card, though?
My mother had a business card.
Do you have a card?
Houses, you know what was on that? There's no other business. When my mother
America working with no card. You
in
America working with no card, though. You don't got no card, bro.
I don't need a business card, bro.
Why don't you need a business card?
Because I'm not for lease. I'm not for sale. I don't do business. You can't call me and get me to do no work for you.
You just said you work for the people with the card. So obviously you are for sale. You are for lease.
I'm already bought. I'm contracted already. I'm not just a freelancer that just goes around. You could just call and get work, bro. That's the difference, bro. You talking about stuff that you don't know about because you only have one job, so you don't know how jobs work. You didn't pay taxes, so you don't know how taxes work. That's why you think somebody was bankrupt without having to file bankrupt because you don't know how nothing works, bro. Stick to hustling. Stick to street music. That's the stuff you know. Stick to sports. When you come to this,
you naming all the shit that I'm great at does not disregard none of the shit that I'm still better than you at. It doesn't matter. It's kind of thinking thing. My mind is just better. So you naming all the shit that I'm better than you at.
It's not better than me, Puff. Your mind ain't better than me. Your mind ain't better than me.
I got the best mind, you know.
No, you don't, nigga. You're not smarter than
me. I do. I got the best mind.
Darius is the smartest person I know. You can't fuck with my brother, bro.
I got the best mind, you know. You know. I got the best mind, you know. Straight up.
Are you serious,
Straight
bro?
Up.
Are you serious, bro?
Even in high school, I got the highest IQ score in the school that you went to out of everybody. My name was on the wall. Me, Marcel.
I didn't graduate from that school. If I would have graduated that school,
right, and you couldn't even make it in that school.
I got in trouble. You graduated because you shoot a basketball, bro. You didn't graduate because you were smart, pup. You graduated because you shoot a basketball, bro. Stop it, bro. I graduated with honors. I literally got an award to graduate.
All my classes were AP classes, dude. You can't get in AP classes because of basketball. You got to get in AP classes because of a brain, bro. All my classes were AP classes. Every last one. Even the ones I was skipping. Every last one was AP class. Basketball don't do that.
What was your GPS you graduate? Wait, first of all, Puff, how could you be smarter than me? You did an extra year in school.
Who?
I never did no extra year. I never stayed back in my life.
When did I stay back? What are you talking about? I graduated a year before you.
And you owed it, bro. You didn't do an extra year. You didn't do an extra year.
I wanted to do an extra year so I could get picked up by a better college for basketball. They wouldn't let me. I got labeled a hazard to the learning environment. I wasn't allowed to do an extra year. Sorry, I tried. They didn't let me.
What's your GPA you graduated with?
So that was I had a great GPA, but that doesn't reflect what I did in school because I played basketball.
Okay. I graduated with honors. So somebody had to say, hey, look, bro, the work you did equates to this. You didn't
No,
graduate with that, bro.
I graduated with honors too, but I didn't do anything. I played basketball. I'm trying to tell you, I
I
didn't.
can prove it, bro. I'm not saying things that just I made up. I can prove it,
No,
bro.
I didn't earn. You can see my GPA. I played ball. I didn't
No, I'm
earn
not.
my
No, it's not a
grades.
GPA thing. I'm telling you, it's separate from my GPA.
I'm telling you, I didn't earn my grades, bro. My grades was given to me because I played basketball. I didn't even have to go
Yet
to
you're
class my
arguing
senior
about
year
being smarter than me when mine was earned, bro.
because I took all the tests myself and I got a higher grade than everybody without even going to school. I got the highest SSA score in the school,
First
and I
of all,
didn't
you
even
went to
go.
Largo. You went to a school where there ain't that many educated people at. You went to Largo. You
Huh?
went to a school in PG County. You went to one of the worst school districts ever, trying to argue about being smart. It's not even
Well, it doesn't
competitive.
matter. It's still over 1,000 kids in the building, and I got a better grade than.
But in a non-competitive school,
What you talking about?
that's like being the least slowest person in the slow building.
So you tell me nobody went to Largo you know smarter than you?
No.
Because Roberta Figueroa with the Largo. You forgot you know
What does
Roberta
that mean,
Figueroa
bro?
is?
What does that mean?
Who? Roberta was smart as shit.
So you were smart compared to
All
you,
them bitches. Hey, you tripping. All them bitches is bookworms like shit. And I said, I got a highest test score than all y'all. Everybody. Every
bro.
person in the building. Every human. Nigga. Oh, better yet, somebody in our school had to be the what's that shit called? The Akumo latte and shit. I got a higher score than them.
You don't know what it's called because the lack of words that you know, because the lack of education. Like, bro, you not smarter than me, bro. You thought Michael Jackson was bankrupt because he owed money. That's not how bankruptcy works.
Nigga, he owed $500 million. That's not no little piece of money.
Okay, bro.
That could be a little piece to a millionaire, billionaire.
Exactly, bro. Like,
Man, listen, that joint said Michael Jackson was in financial trouble since 1991.
that's not bank. He wasn't bankruptcy. He wasn't bankrupt though, bro. We Googled it for you. We read it for you. It said he avoided bankruptcy. We still
By
arguing
dying.
whether he was
It said
bankrupt.
by dying. He avoided bankruptcy
That's
after he
not what it
died. What I
said.
said. That's exactly what I
That's
said.
not
He
what
happened
it said.
to die. He didn't avoid bankruptcy by dying.
That's exactly what I said. I said that the nigga was damn near on bankrupt until the day he
You
died.
didn't say
That's what I
that.
said,
Puff.
word
It's
for word.
recorded, bro. It's recorded, bro. You
No,
didn't say.
cool. I'm happy that it's recorded. Because the last time you said it was recorded, you was wrong that time too. You're going
I've
to be
never been
wrong
wrong arguing
again.
with you. I've never been wrong arguing with you, Puff. I just want to
You
let you know I've
always
never
wrong
been wrong
arguing
arguing
with
with
me
you.
because I'm always
Never.
right.
Never.
You
You've
gotta
never
be
been
wrong
right,
because
bro.
I'm always right.
I got a list of things in Google that you've been wrong about.
Like what? I'm waiting for him.
Okay, one, you thought dogs were like wolves. That wasn't factual. You thought black people were the most consumers of trailer parks. That wasn't factual. You thought Michael Jackson catalog wasn't selling. That wasn't factual. Bro, you're barely right about things. Sometimes we just laugh and keep you on this show because you're amusing, and then we let it slide because it's entertaining. You're the entertaining piece. You're not
You
the
know you
knowledge.
did. You know you
You're not
didn't
the
just. You
factual
didn't
piece.
name anything that I've said. I don't even know what the fuck you talk about.
No, you just don't remember because you get high. It's in the chat. Go back. Scroll through. Scroll through, bro.
Nigga, you get drunk. Nigga, drunk nigga not gonna remember something before a high nigga.
So drunk people, right? Drunk people, right? A sober mind, right? Tells the truth. You be high, bro. You just don't remember. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you what's true, bro. You're not right a lot, bro. A lot of times, bro.
I'm right a lot.
You in the rest of the house?
I'm like 98% of the time.
No, bro. No, bro. You're not, bro. Every now and then you quote a Bible scripture. That's cool. That's what that Bible scripture means. But then the last show, right? You said that the Bible speaks on how you can mourn. You know what the Bible says? In mourning, right? Jesus will be with you. It doesn't have a guideline to say what you can and can't do mourn, bro. So you basically just quoted something for no reason. You were wrong on
Hold on,
that.
tell me. I told when did I ever say the Bible tells you how you supposed to mourn?
Ray, did he or did he not say that last episode?
Puff, you did say that because you talked about everything having a standard, even down to the Bible
Come
telling
on,
us
bro.
how
Come
we
on, bro.
should.
Stop it, Puff. Stop it, Puff. Puff, I'm the smartest person you know.
All right, so cool. So and you said whatever I say it says no standard on that.
No, you were saying that the Bible does even that there's one way, there's right or wrong, right? Or there's a way to do something and a way not to do something. And you were saying that we were talking about mourning and the different ways of doing that, and you said that the Bible provides a standard on how that should be done.
Okay, well if I said I'm gonna find the standard in the Bible where I said that should happen then. If I said that then I can find it. But I said
you did say that.
Oh, you say you're gonna look for it. Please
well,
do.
I'm gonna find it though, because I'm willing to bet you he had ass look through that Bible though.
Come on, bro. I've been to church more recently than you. I got just as many pastors and preachers in my family that you do, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't even know why somebody. I don't know why. I don't even know
does
why
that
we
have to
gotta
do
say
with
the
what
same.
you read? What do the people in your family have to do with what you read?
Because I can interpret the Bible better than you, bro. That's why when
You
you talk
can't
about the Bible
interpret the
when Jay
Bible
was on here,
word for word.
Jay dad was a pastor. You talked about the Bible when he was on here, and he broke it down that you were wrong because it's your interpretation. That's what I'm saying. When you read things and Google things, you may be able to read better than me.
I'm
When it
talking
comes to
the Bible.
interpret it,
You can't
you
be wrong on
speak to
something
me
that's
in that.
interpreted.
Like, I don't know what you think, bro. Like, I didn't leave Largo because I was failing. I left Largo because I was bad because I got put out.
So what does that fuck does that got to do with anything, bro?
I didn't because
That doesn't make you smarter than me because you was leaving because you was failing. Because that's not a smart thing to do.
I'm saying I wasn't failing. I didn't get put out of school because I was failing. Like, that's not how that goes, bro. All right. All right, last thing, and then I'm gonna pass it to Ray. Last thing I got, I'm gonna pass it to Ray. I believe that women, right? This is my. I believe that women, when it comes to their financial problems, right? I believe that when a woman really cares about a nigga and wants to try to pursue a nigga or get a nigga to be interested in her for a long term type of thing, when she sees that like potential of a long term relationship, I believe they do not share their financial problems. I believe women share their financial problems with somebody they're about to manipulate, possibly take advantage of, or like, just some short time shit. You know what I mean? Um, what are y'all thoughts about that viewpoint? Y'all agree? Y'all disagree? Y'all think I'm wrong? That's just my mindset on it.
I think women historically overshare. I know that, and I know you talked about specifically to financials, but I think just by nature we tend to overshare. So I would think that I think I disagree, right? I think that regardless of that situation, like some women will overshare and tell things like their history, what they've been through in previous relationships. Like I remember being told like you don't talk about your previous relationship because that makes a person gauge your level of like staying power and stuff like that. Like those just things I was told as a woman. So I feel like that's false. Like I feel like women will say those things even when they maybe shouldn't.
Fuck no. Women ain't gonna tell
I
you
don't
nothing that's gonna
agree.
stop you from talking to her. A woman not gonna tell you nothing that's gonna stop you from talking to her. Not until you locked in or something.
I
That's my
don't think
thought process.
Wait, what's your wait?
I don't think women think
I
that
agree with
telling them they
that.
don't have money is going to stop a man from talking to them.
If they think it
Huh?
will, then they will. They're not gonna say it. Is
Shit.
my point.
If a
Damn.
What was the question was women do not share financial um burdens with someone unless they have the intention to manipulate the person. You said.
I just feel like, right, like if you met a guy that you seen long term value in, right, or you're trying to get this guy to be, like
Mhm.
you don't have him yet secured, but you're interested in him. If you
Okay.
see long term value in him, right, you're not gonna share like, oh, you know what, I can't pay rent this month.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're dealing with a guy who you don't see long term value in, right, then you may do that, try to get the rent off of him, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because in my mind, I just feel like the guy that you think is like at a certain value, you want him to think that you're like at that same value. You're not going to share that until after you secure him, which is what Puff was saying. Puff was saying that a girl isn't going to share something that they think is going to make a dude not talk to them until after they get him, and that's kind of my mindset with it.
Um, I okay. I'm gonna only answer from how I move. I wouldn't share that either way. I wouldn't share that with someone I'm secure with or not. Like I do believe some things should be handled by self. Like I don't feel like if I'm going through something that I automatically will go run to the person because I feel like that person would naturally take on the burden if he fuck with me. I feel like some things you gotta handle on your own, like without it being someone else trying to have a solution to the situation. So I agree. I agree with that statement.
So, Rizzy, you
I
like
don't.
the only one that kind of don't agree.
Yeah, I think that people share, especially if you feel like that person, that man is giving you more attention or whatever than other people. I feel like naturally when women we're in that comfortable space, we just share things, we talk. We are communicators. We drive conversation, especially like
What?
that.
What?
Yes, we do.
Nah.
I
But you
wouldn't. I
said you gotta
wouldn't
be in
share
a
that.
comfortable space though. Why you
Nah.
I
never
think
been in a
that
comfortable
So, if
space
you
I
with
agree
think
that
none?
women drive
sometimes
conversations, so when you talk to
women,
women,
we
right? Do you think
definitely
that
are
you
going to
would drive
ask
the
the why,
conversation,
the
or
what,
you
the
think they
where,
would
and
drive
the
it?
when.
Nah, cause I mean, even her words say women don't carry the conversation. The word you use say if a woman feels comfortable. Well, I mean, a guy has to make you comfortable. So that means if we're making you comfortable, we're carrying the conversation.
Maybe we're too comfortable too soon. Like I think that that's the true problem is that we be too
I think that's a
comfortable.
problem. Yeah, I do think oversharing it could be a problem. I have my opinion on that.
I think
I mean,
oversharing is a possible. Oh, go ahead, my bad.
We want
undersharing is
women.
just as bad though,
A
cause
lot
you
of
may you.
women, unfortunately, and I'm not saying this is, a lot of women I know, but I've talked to a lot of women. I feel like a lot of women like attention and kind of sympathy. We're kind of set up to supposed to be vulnerable, right? Like that's how we're wired in a way. So I feel like we do share those problems regardless because maybe we're
Nah,
looking for a solution or we're looking for somebody to give us understanding.
but
Men
see
tend
everything you saying got like exceptions. See, because like you say, you looking for sympathy, so you only gonna share it if you feel that the topic has sympathy in it. Your topic make some people shit to share don't have no sympathy in it. You just look like a bad person, so they
I
may not
think
um
share
that the
that.
I
sympathy.
think the way a person will tell that story, they would present it to you in a way that would
I
suggest they
think
want
the.
understanding.
I think the sympathy thing does apply, or like the oversharing thing could apply. I just don't think that women do that with the financial part, right? So you may share like how a dude in your previous life, previous relationship dogged you, right? Because you're oversharing and you think he's gonna be sympathetic, or you might share something that you're going through like emotionally with your mom or your grandma or something. Like you might overshare to a certain degree, right? But I just feel like maybe this is like a reach of an example, right? But I feel like if you had a nigga who was a CEO of a company, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you had a nigga that was like fucking working the register at the fucking 7-Eleven, right? I feel like the nigga at the 7-Eleven, the way you're gonna view him, probably, right? You're gonna share that you can't pay rent and maybe try to get this nigga right to be sympathetic to pay rent, right? But the CEO of this company, you're not going to share that with him until you actually secure him because you view him at a certain level and you want him to view you at that level. So you're not even going to bring that to him because you don't want to turn him off with sharing that. And that's how I feel like women work. Like it's
Women
too
are great
the more they value the
manipulators,
nigga, the less they're going to share
and
their financial problems until they actually lock in the nigga.
I think that
Oh,
that's
we only
potentially
talk about
part of the
financial
lock-in.
problems.
You
I'm
present
I'm saying financial problems. I'm saying now if y'all want to talk about something different, then I'm not gonna argue. I'm just gonna hear it out and get my opinion. I'm saying
I
that
think it's like that with sex though, because you know how I always say I never met a girl that had sex yesterday. You feel me? Like every time I meet
I
a girl,
agree.
I'm like, yeah, when last time you had sex? Oh, I had sex 3 months ago,
Yeah,
4,
that shit
6 months.
was forever
I'm
ago.
like, come
Always
on, man.
forever.
All y'all, somebody had sex last week, dog. Like
But that's my
somebody
point though,
did.
bro.
All y'all
Like
ain't been.
when you are asking to my point though, right, Puff? You are asking these girls when they like you had sex yesterday, and they're saying no, right? They're saying no, in my opinion, right, because of how long or the potential of how long they might mess with you, right? They're not saying anything to make you be like, oh, I don't want to have sex with you, right? But in that same breath, right, if you went to somebody who was selling pussy, right? They don't care about telling you they had sex yesterday because the thought is, well, that's not going to make you not buy pussy because you're going to buy pussy regardless because I sell pussy, right? But the girl who's not supposed to be selling pussy is going to lie because she don't want to say something that's going to make you not get this pussy. So she's going to withhold it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's how the girl thinks about the value you are and how they think about the longevity that they're probably going to have with you is going to change the negative things that they tell you about what's going on in their lives or like how like open they are about the negative things in their lives. You know what I mean? I think, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but I'm just trying to get y'all thought process on my thought process.
If the woman goes to that wealthy man and is saying, look, it's been tough. I'm out here grinding. I'm doing school. I'm working this, whatever. Like, I'm trying to make sure I'm good. I feel like a woman could be trying to also present herself as resilient or as, grinding, like showing she has that in her. And that could in turn have a positive result. Now, this maybe wealthy person is like, well, shit, I understand. I've been there. Like, maybe I can help you out a little bit. I'm not saying that's always the woman's intent, but I feel like it could be positioned that way where it doesn't make a person look bad. However, if you had sex with somebody yesterday and you're in my face today, there's no way I can make it look good. Like there's no jazzing up to that. It's just like, okay, you kind of
I
out here a
just
little.
think if a woman does that to the wealthy man, she doesn't look at that wealthy man as like we're potentially going to be together long term. She looks at that wealthy man as somebody that's going to be seasonal, somebody that's going to be around right now, somebody that maybe she's going to deal with until it's just over. Like she's not
She's
really.
looking to connect to that man. She wants that man to sympathize or empathize with her situation.
I think that wanting somebody to sympathize and empathize with you is different from looking to connect. Because looking to connect would be what we have in common, some of the similarities, things like that. We're connecting
That
on.
is part. That could be part of the
I'm a
connection.
wealthy man. If I'm a wealthy man, I probably don't connect to you bitching and complaining about life and getting through life and doing what you got to do to get to it. Because I would feel like most niggas that's up is not gonna like. I look at why I
They
think
might
that.
look at for somebody to be more stable.
Yeah, I look at churches like why to me
But
churches
on this
or
same show,
Christianity is
we
more of a
talked
religious
about how
thing.
men historically get women and completely take care of them and sit them down and housewife them now. You know what I mean? Because they're in a position to do so.
But
I do
women
think
was
it's
also in a
men that
position to
exist
shut the
like
fuck
that.
up too, though.
But we don't want you to be bitching though.
Yeah,
Like we
women
don't
was
want
in a
you to come
position to
across
shut
weak
the
So,
either.
fuck up.
so
Like you
it's
don't have to be weak
bitching
either
if
though.
I'm saying like I'm out here doing the best I can, blah blah blah. Like is that's bitching? I thought
I
that's
mean, we
just
don't want you to
me.
be weak and shit like that. Like I remember like
No, I'm not weak. I'm doing it, but I'm. It's just the ends,
oh,
just
just
not
do it
meeting.
though, because everybody has to do that. So do it though, because like one thing that T said when he was on the show, right? T was talking about how like um um you could take like you take like a nigga like fucking LeBron, right? Or hypothetically like a Kobe or something, right? Kobe had to wake up every day. His dad had him on a strict schedule. And you're gonna do this, this, and this, and this, and this. It's minimal time for fun, right? And you trying to be great. You trying to be great. So we're gonna keep being on the steady path. And there's not no playtime, not no jokes. It's just hey, grind, 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 grind until you get where you at, right? And then the woman that's trying to do that same thing, all she want to do is have fun and fun and fun. She don't want to have that same like die hard schedule because all she want to do is have fun. And at the end of the day, whether she makes it or not, right? At the end of the day, if she doesn't make it, she could just get a nigga that made it. And nobody gives a fuck that she didn't make it because she got a nigga that made it. But when a nigga don't make it, his life is going to be different forever. He can't just turn around and go get a bitch that made it because he didn't make it.
So to the point is it not successful in some cases when women share those things and then
I
men
just
pick
think the
them up?
expression of it is different, right? I think that like the reason why people would say that Christianity is more of a woman's religion, right? Is because when you watch and I'm just trying to tie these together. Maybe this is a bad example, but I'm gonna try to tie it together. The reason why I think people say Christianity is more so women's religions, right? Is if you watch like shows like Good Time, right? The mom on Good Times was very religious. The mom on Good Times didn't go make no money. But every time they needed money, she just thought God was just going to give her the money, even though she didn't work. With James, every time he needed money, he went out to get the money because he's less religious. I got to go get it. And I think that's the difference, right? Like, so when you talk about the nigga that's wealthy and the girl that's trying to get wealthy, right? I think there's a part where the nigga is like, bro, to be wealthy, this is what it takes. Don't complain, just get it done. And the girl is like, well, I'm trying to get it done, but I'm going to complain along the way. I'm going to vent along the way. Where the man is like, bro, it don't take all that. It's unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just sharing my thought process so y'all can critique it or tear it apart or make it up.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I feel like, look, some shit as an adult you gotta fucking figure out. Some shit I feel like is not necessary to share with your partner where it now becomes their burden. Sometimes you gotta figure that shit out. You fucking grown. Get to it.
That's
Get
I
that
think it's
shit done.
different too talking about partner and somebody that you're talking to as well.
Or
Like that
somebody you talking to. Yeah.
I feel like that does matter because we're talking about specifically in this somebody that you're just like talking to or just starting to, I guess, date. Is that my understanding as well?
In my viewpoint, yes. I think that in my viewpoint, yes, you're trying to secure. It's the
He
difference
said
between
secure longevity.
it's the difference between trying to secure somebody and just this is somebody that whatever can happen with, right? I'm not thinking long term, right? So these two things get treated differently, right? When Trina says that she don't feel like she would share either way, right? I just feel
I
like
would.
if she was in a situation where she met the successful rich nigga, right? How you say it, right? I don't think she would say, oh, because this nigga has money, if I got these financial problems, I'm going to share these financial problems to get him to relate to my grind or hustle because I'm doing this, and the third, right? I would think that
You don't
Trina
think
would
in that
say,
instance,
hold on,
Trina,
let me finish.
it would be uncommon for you to share to that person like that you're getting to know and talking to, like, shoot, my child got this coming up,
I
and
think
I
I
gotta
could.
make
I
sure.
think you. I think you would know my day to day, but I don't think it will ever be a conversation of me not being able to handle shit that I'm supposed to handle.
I
Like
think the
But that's
that.
still
That wouldn't be
sharing
a
a certain
conversation.
level of
But that's
status, right?
different though, because I
No,
feel like
I think the showing the level of
it's
status or the
different.
showing the level of like we on the same page would be like, yes, instead of saying, hey, I'm having a hard time getting this done, this done, she would be like, hey, I'm successfully doing, I do this, I do this, I do this.
Yes, that would be the
I
difference.
gave
Saying
that
it
in an
right. The rich
example.
dude
The
would be
woman
like, oh, you
expressing,
do
I'm
this,
in
this, and
school,
that.
I'm doing 2 jobs.
But
No,
I
but
don't think I would ever go
that's
to the
different
point of
than
bringing a financial. I don't think I would ever have a conversation of me saying that I'm struggling with whether
yeah,
with the
like
status
making
that
a
I got.
struggle and making it an accolade is two different things. I feel like
Yes.
to make it an accolade would be what he would be with the rich guest person, right? Would be like now we have a relatability. You do all these things and it's an accolade, and I have done all these things and it's an accolade. Now when you're saying you're struggling to do all these things as if you're on the breaking
That make
point
me
of
question
failing to
if you're
succeed,
able to. Right. I
I
think
think
for
that's
me,
the thing.
I wouldn't share that because it puts a thought process of, are you able to be stable? Are you able to be able to do these things that you're supposed to do as a grown ass adult? I don't think I would ever have a conversation of shit, rent past due, a bitch struggling like that. That's nothing I would ever share. A bitch gonna do what she gotta do to make sure that rent get paid before the next month come. I don't think I would ever have a conversation like that. I think we would definitely have conversations of, he would know my routine, like, oh, he know I'm a single mom, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That's just like he said, to be able to relate, like, okay, I see what the fuck you doing, you handling your business, you getting this done, you getting this done, you getting this done, you getting this done. I don't think I would ever share like
Am
a
I not
struggle
showing that
But
I get it? Can you?
ain't this supposed to be like a new relationship though? I thought like new relationships, it ain't supposed to be like no negativity and shit. It's supposed to be like all positivity in the new
But
relationship.
that's to my point though, Puff. I think that if you are trying to secure a new relationship about somebody that you see a longevity, like all right, let put it this way, Puff. Me and you both been homeless, right? If one of us was trying to get this dime ass bitch, right? Now, when we trying to get this bitch, right, we're trying to pursue her, right? Now, we're gonna not let her even realize that we're homeless, right? Now,
For sure.
compared to this chicken head that's just out here sucking dick, I don't give a fuck if this bitch know I'm homeless or not.
Mhm.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. I feel like it's how we look at this person and how long we potentially see them being around and the
And
value
I
of
see thing for me too. I feel like only way I would have that conversation is if it impacts that other person. If it's a me problem, it's a fucking me problem. I'm not. That's not a problem for you to have to solve. It's a fucking me problem. I feel like only time I will be having that conversation if it will personally impact you. If you're in my life, then I will then have to have that conversation. But if I got my own responsibilities, then I gotta handle them with whether I'm with you or if I'm not with you. The shit gotta get done because I'm a fucking adult. Like, just gotta get that shit done.
y'all think if you value a nigga, you could tell a nigga your problems and see if he pay it, but you could also risk losing a nigga, right?
Even
But the
let's
nigga you
take
don't
away
value, you don't
expecting
care if
him to
he
pay
get
it.
an
Just
attitude about it or not and leave. If you don't value the nigga, if he get mad and say, well, I'm not dealing with you, you don't even care. Because you didn't value him anyway. You don't care. Like you just go about your business. But the nigga that you like, oh, I'm trying to get this nigga. You gonna care about his like what he think about you, his response to things you're saying. So you're gonna share differently, in my opinion.
I think if it's that type of woman, she gonna care regardless. If somebody says something hurtful, that's why somebody you don't know could potentially say something to you just by a few moments of interaction with you and it sting a little bit. So I think even for that person you don't necessarily value more, if they say the right
Yeah,
thing, I think it could have the same effect.
I think that's a woman thing about like somebody you don't know making this thing. I think men are opposite of that way. I think men, when it comes to men, I think that only the women they deal with, only like their baby mamas or their girlfriends or somebody that they was dealing with for a long time, has that effect this thing. I don't feel like the girl they just met an hour ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago had that effect to just say something that's thing. So I feel like it's different when it comes to men and women in that regard. I didn't even know that about women, but if that is true about women, I feel like men don't operate like that.
You don't think it's possible for someone to have said something to you? And I think y'all always like to say, "Oh, well, y'all are, y'all are the different girls," whatever y'all like to say, whatever, right? Would you not? I feel like in this case, it's different for maybe you as a person who's been open and honest about the things that you've been through, even on this podcast. You know what I'm saying, in your life, you don't feel like it's men out here that would be kind of like, damn, that's kind of, I'm a little offended by somebody that said something about them to them that
I think other than like back in the day where like a nigga would be like, "Hey, let me get your number," and then she'd be like, "No," and he'd be like, "Fuck you, bitch." I feel like that's just still something to say. I don't feel like they feelings is really deeply hurt. I just feel like that was just a immature era that niggas went through. But as far as like something that's like really going to touch a nerve, no, I feel like most men, right? I guess I can't say all. I can never say all. I feel like most men, if we just met a girl, she really can't say nothing that's really going
it
to touch a
doesn't have to
nerve.
necessarily be girl. It could just be anybody. It could be you and your man's outside. And let's say you've been practicing, I don't know,
But when
your
you say my man's, right? My man speak
or
to.
just people. All right, let's take away man, like just people outside. All right, let's just say
Okay,
it's a
but
group of guys outside.
all I'm saying is that I think that to strike a nerve with a man, I feel like most men is going to take somebody who really knows them, somebody they've been really like somebody they really have time with. I don't think that I'm gonna go somewhere with Puff, meet somebody that he knows, and this nigga's gonna say something that's really gonna strike a nerve within the first hour, 2 hours of him being around me. I think now if I've been around Puff
Unless
friend,
it's something that you told me.
huh?
Unless the nigga is saying something that you told me in confidence and shit. You feel me? It had to
Oh,
be
I guess
something
I
like
can say
that.
that. But like,
So
I
if
would
it
think
hurts,
like,
it hurts. So it matters exactly. If something has truth to it or it's a sensitive spot for
Nah,
you,
nah.
but,
I don't even think
but
what.
something that I told
I don't.
Puff in
Yeah, it's
confidence
not the
is
fact
something
that
he would know just
somebody
by
said some
seeing me.
hurtful shit.
So,
It's probably the more the action of my man told this other nigga some shit I told him not to tell him. It's not even what he told him. It's what he did, not what he
yeah,
said.
and it's like if I told Puff something in confidence, that's probably something that the nigga couldn't have seen in an hour or two. So that's not something that like he just seen in this interaction and said. He said something that's like I might have told Puff something that come with like 10 years of hurt or 10 years of being backed up, and he told us something. But what I'm saying is that if I went somewhere with Puff and I met somebody that through Puff that I never met before, I was around for 2 hours. Chances is he can't say nothing to strike a nerve. Now I've been around Puff for a long time, so his right hand man Rob probably can say something that's striking up because I've been around Rob so many times because I've been around Puff so many times. So I just feel like men more so operate like that. Like your baby mama, your girlfriend, these type of people can strike a nerve. A girl I just met 2 hours ago probably can't do that.
so the nigga that know your baby mother but don't know you and say something in regards to your baby mother about that's relevant, obviously, because she's your baby mom. That that is nothing versus if it came from somebody you close
Wait,
to.
say that again. Say it one more time. A nigga that know your
So
baby mama.
let's just say a guy know your baby mom, don't know you, right? But now is in the same setting as you, and he says something about your baby mom or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like how she kept or how she looked. I don't know, whatever,
I
right?
don't.
And let's just
I don't have a baby mom, so I'm gonna ask Puff to answer this question. But if I had to base it off of Puff, I'm gonna say the answer is no. But I'm just hey, Puff. Can you answer?
is it too far fetched to
I mean,
imagine that could be the case with
you
somebody?
kind of like.
Because kind of acting like that's not a thing.
Puff, can you answer this?
I mean, disrespect is disrespect. You gotta think if a stranger says some shit about you, like a complete stranger says some shit about my baby mom or some disrespectful shit. I mean, of course, I'm gonna handle the disrespect part of it. It's not really. If I mean, just the disrespect part, I don't really know how to like explain that. But
Yeah,
it's not
but
really the fact that he talk about my.
yeah, you disrespecting me
It's
in
not really
public.
the fact that he talk about my baby mom. He could be talking about anything directed
I
towards
don't
me,
think
trying
it's
to be
like
disrespectful.
it don't strike an emotional nerve where it's like now I'm just so emotionally hurt. It's like just disrespecting me, bro.
Yeah, it just feel like somebody disrespecting you. It's just like, yeah,
But I mean,
I don't.
that's what I have for y'all, Ray. I know you had a couple questions you want to talk about, a couple things you
Yeah,
wanted to say.
yeah. So I wanted to talk about we talked about LeBron James already. No, we didn't. We didn't. Okay, I wanted to talk about him checking Stephen A. Right, about the comments that Stephen A. made about his son. Basically, in a nutshell, he said he's not good, right? Like he's got his position because of who LeBron is, etc. And there's a instance where LeBron actually during at some point during the game, before, during, after, I don't know, kind of pulls him courtside and checks him, like calls for him, like tell him up there, tell him come down here, type ish, and like checked him and basically like don't speak on my child, right? So my question is, how do we feel about that? Like, is he giving grace because that's his child, or is LeBron overreacting because the nature of the sport is to be critiqued? Or is that now
No, no,
not
it's
the
not.
case?
No, it's not.
It's not
It's
to be
not. It's
critiqued.
not. The nature of the sport, not for the 55th draft pick. No, it's not. How many other 55th draft picks you name another 55th draft pick right now? Name one
I'm not even going to act
ever.
like I can, and I think you know that.
That's okay because that's my whole. No, but even Jason, tell Jason to name another 50. I can't even name you another 55th draft pick. I can't do it. Besides Jokic for the Denver Nuggets. That's the only
So,
other
Puff, let
person
me
I.
ask you, are you saying that LeBron was in his feelings in this case, or that he was rightfully so by checking somebody who was speaking on his child?
I can't tell you if he was in his feelings, but I can tell you that you can't tell a parent how to address something once you speak about their child.
So he was
You feel me?
appropriate for
And then
addressing him in the manner in which he did, how he did.
it's a lot of reasons why I feel like LeBron is right. All right, for one, LeBron's son is the 55th draft pick. You have never seen no other 55th draft pick get this much commentary in your life. Another thing, you can do the research. LeBron's son has outscored, I want to say, roughly 94% of the players who was picked in the draft. Outscored them. And I don't see him talking about none of these other niggas who are doing bad, like actually bad. LeBron's son has scored 21 points in an NBA basketball game. It's over 100 other picks who never even got a chance to play. So I mean, for you to just keep doing that about the one guy is crazy. Then, I was watching Joe Buttons with Jason the other day, and Stephen A. Smith out his own mouth made this statement: no player who was in the league for only 1 to 4 years should even be talked about. He made that statement out his own mouth. So for you to go around your own statement to talk about somebody is crazy. You feel me? That's just like for me saying, yeah, man. That's I come on the show all the time and I tell y'all I don't like I don't agree with the homosexual thing, and then I come on the show tomorrow and I'm like, y'all, this is my boyfriend right here, y'all. Like that goes against what I just was telling y'all. So now
And
I
then he,
definitely try to fuck with LeBron on how he handling shit. Now, if LeBron's son was actually playing like some shit, I don't know if I would agree. But since LeBron's son is actually playing good basketball, I'm out to agree with LeBron.
at the time, I wish I could quote more at what his actually, like what his critique was on him specifically, but there were a lot of people who did agree with his performance, saying that he could benefit from taking another, what is that time they do, like after college, but before the league, like that in between thing they do.
The G League,
Yeah,
the
exactly,
G
right?
League,
Yeah, saying that
he's
he
in the
could.
G League.
Okay, but was he in that at the time of this conversation? I don't know.
I
I
think
feel
he
like
was.
he.
He's
I
been
think he might have been.
he's been in
I
the
could
G
be
League since
wrong,
the
but I think he
beginning.
was
He has
trying
a
to say that
two-way
he should have
contract.
stayed in college more.
Okay.
I think that's what he was
All
saying.
right.
That I could
But
be wrong,
but
but I think he was saying he should have stayed in
but
college.
if you check his G League stats, he just scored 32 and 34 in the G League. So it seems to me he don't need to be in the G League if he's scoring 30 some points a game.
But
I was
correct.
just saying.
Hey, Puff. Didn't he have? I might be saying the wrong thing, right? Didn't he have like a heart attack or a stroke when he was in college?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, right, I might want to hurry up and get to the NBA if that's my dream to play in the NBA because I could die. So maybe I want to hurry up and get a chance to play before I fucking die because I did have a fucking heart problem the year before
Oh,
or
and
whatever.
in my defense, in my defense for him, Shaquille O'Neal's son had heart transplant, and they still
Yes, he
allow him to
did.
play.
He did. I
And
seen that.
they allow him to play. That's all. And LeBron James' son scores more points than Shaquille O'Neal's son too,
Why do I don't understand why
and was drafted later.
black people seem like they want to help hate on like nepo babies? I guess that's the term, right? Nepo babies. When Martin Luther King is a nepo baby, we don't hate on that nigga. We
Steph
don't say
Curry is a
because
nepo baby.
yeah, like we don't hate on that nigga. It's like why do
See,
we
y'all
want to hate
gotta
on
remember,
nepo babies?
Steph Curry was considered a bust at first. His first 2-3 seasons, he was hurt.
Why nobody hate on like if your daddy was a janitor and then you was a janitor, nobody will ever hate on you. If your daddy
Right.
owned the ice cream truck and left you the ice cream truck to run the ice cream truck, nobody ever hates him. Nobody's like, man, she only sell ice cream because her daddy sell ice cream. But when the niggas in the NBA
Right.
and then he gets his son in the NBA, it's like, oh man, he only got there because of his daddy. It's like nobody cares about when your daddy got a regular 9 to 5 or something that we think is like less than, and then you pick it up. Like if you was like if
A
fucking you
police
was cutting grass,
officer.
and your daddy cut grass, you cut grass because your daddy cut grass. Nobody cares about that. When it comes to like big money, and then your daddy get big money, and he walk you into big money, it's like everybody got something to say, bro. If like
Which
nigga,
is crazy because that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah,
that's how it's
I'm about
supposed
to
to
say that's how
be.
it's
You're
supposed to
supposed
be.
to work hard to walk you into something so you don't got
Yep.
to work hard. I don't see
And-
nobody telling fucking Michael Jordan's daughter that she shouldn't have a job at Nike all these years because of all the shit Michael Jordan did for Nike. Because they don't look at like her job as that type of thing. But it's just like, nigga, that's what you're supposed to do, nigga. Like
Yep.
that's what's supposed to
Absolutely.
happen. The fuck?
Mhm.
I don't get that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
I agree. You know,
I was just
being a
curious.
parent.
I guess if I had any adversity to bring to it, I do think that when you are in a sport, where it's televised and we literally have commentators to talk about stats and their opinion, that we should expect someone to at some point be speaking on whoever that is, your child, your husband, whatever, wife, whoever's in that sport. I do think that you should understand that they're liable to be critiqued.
Yeah. And then I think also with them being liable to be critiqued, you also got to know, I guess, with them being the father, liable to have some type of reaction too.
Yeah, which is
I'm gonna
fair.
say it. I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. All right, fuck it. I'll
No,
be the
I mean,
ignorant.
cause you gotta think he's not the only person that critiqued him. There's other people
Mhm.
that critique LeBron's son, but they did it the correct way, so LeBron ain't say nothing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Who did it the correct way? Because what was it's ooh, I'm probably misquoting Jalen Brown, I think, who was saying like he's not a pro, like he's, in other
But
words,
see,
to me it seems.
that comes off differently from a guy who was just I was just checking you. Jalen Brown said that to him after the game when they played each other. So you can take him saying that. He was on the court.
So Stephen A, who's been a commentator in this industry for a long time, his opinion doesn't hold any value.
His opinion does. But in his opinion, you're not supposed to critique a player that's in his first 1 to 4 years. That was his critique. You're not supposed to critique a player that's that early. That's what he said.
But I think also that he has a beef with LeBron James. So I think that
I think it's personal at this point.
Yeah.
we
It's
He
beefing,
already
personal.
said you're not
Okay,
supposed to
that's
critique a
news to
player.
me too. I didn't know
yeah,
that.
when
Okay.
we beefing, and then our beef trickles down to my son, who ain't got nothing to do with our beef. Now I may check you, but I'm gonna say what ain't nobody saying, right? The fans be the fans, right? Now one day, right, the fans was being the fans, and they was emotional, how fans get, right? And you know what happened? The NBA players ran in that stand and they whooped that ass, right? Whooped the shit out the fans for being fans, right? So you know what may happen if you get your critique as a motherfucking sports analyst? A nigga may check you, nigga. A nigga may threaten to whoop that ass, nigga. That's just how it goes, nigga. Ass whoopers get handed out, nigga, no matter where you at, no matter what you do, nigga, ass whoopers get handed out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? A nigga was once running the country doing his motherfucking job. You know what we did? Bomb their ass. Dropped the whole
No,
bomb on
I'm
them.
just saying. But
Like,
Rizzy though, look, just say Rizzy, me and you talking right now, right? And you say You're not supposed to criticize children. Blah 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 blah. Right, and then next week, man, you get into it. So the following week, you criticizing my child on the show. Like, it's gonna look a certain way. You
The
can't
only
just.
thing I'm concerned about with that, right, is that did he not say that after he apologized? Now, even though that's still kind of like, but the timing of that, right? Didn't
I
he
think
say
it was
that
backhanded apology. I think if I'm remembering the same video, like it was some backhandedness in
Did
that.
he say what?
that we shouldn't be talking about people at that point in the league, right? Like after he kind of sided to me in his apology with how LeBron felt. I feel like he sided with him.
No, he made that statement 4 years ago. Man,
Yeah,
Jason
way
was watching the
before.
Joe
Okay,
Budden podcast.
Yeah, way
He made
before.
that statement 4 years ago.
mm-hmm.
So what changed from 4 years to now?
LeBron's son coming in the league.
I'm about to say it being personal.
That was, and so if once you make something personal, I mean, you can
Yep.
only expect me to return the energy.
Yep.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it come to your baby. Look, nigga, let me come talk to you about
and I can
something real
get
quick.
you in arm's reach, like me and you at the same spots all the
Yep.
time and shit.
This
Like
my time.
these niggas always in the same area. Like I don't know, where did you expect to
And I
not
think,
see the nigga
and I think
at the
that
award show?
I think sports analysts, I think the shows that the sports analyst is on, I think times has changed as far as like what gets views, right? I think there's a lot more going on in basketball that doesn't get talked about. A lot of teams don't get talked about. They kind of talk about a couple teams that are big market teams, right? So I think that the traction and the viewership that you get from LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith going back and forth gets more views than you covering basketball as a whole. So I think that way basketball used to be covered and now is more for clickbaits, more for views. It's to me, I think journalism as a whole has lost a bunch of integrity, and I think this is just a part of another example of journalism losing integrity. We're doing things not for the best story, not to be the most informative about what's going on as a whole, but just picking the best things that's going to get the most views, the most traction, the most comments. And I feel like that's what Stephen A. Smith is doing when he talks about LeBron James' son the way he.
Sound like he deserved to get his ass cussed out.
All right, I got a question for the.
Because LeBron James not known for fighting, so he picked somebody who's not known for putting his hands on somebody. If he would have did that to a nigga that was like, he wouldn't have did that to like Ron Artest's son.
Fuck no, he wouldn't have did that.
Yeah, he wouldn't have did that to like a nigga who's
Or
known.
any nigga with the last name Wallace. Anybody with the last name Wallace.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't have did that to that nigga.
Doing that to me.
He wouldn't have did that to a nigga that's like known for like, I will fuck you
none
up.
of the Wallaces. Rasheed Wallace, Glenn Robbins, Big Baby, all the Wallaces, all the Wallaces would have fucked him up. Gerald Wallace. I know a bunch of Wallaces.
Like, a nigga that was known for fighting on the court, he wouldn't have did that to them. You picked the right person. LeBron James, like the nigga that's like, I build schools for the youth, nigga. I do charity events, nigga. Like
he sure do.
He wouldn't have did that to nobody else.
Shit, you think if he keep it up, LeBron gonna get physical with the nigga?
I think they do.
I don't know. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I just think that's not LeBron's character, but
because Stephen A too small.
But another nigga, if he would have done to another nigga, bro, I definitely feel like it would have been up on the side of that court.
Latrell Sprewell.
Matter of fact, when Stephen A. Smith
choked his coach out.
Nah, for real. If I'm not mistaken, when Stephen A. Smith did the apology, I think he said something like, the only reason why we didn't get physical is because we was on court side, right? And after that, he put out the video of him with the boxing trainer showing he could throw a punch, right? Now, I think if you do that same exact thing with somebody who does actually fight, next time they see you, they're going to remember the reason why you said we didn't get physical, and we're going to take you to a place for you to prove that you
could throw that punch.
Like Carmelo Anthony went on damn near on the bus to see what's up with Kevin Durant. If he would have did that to a Carmelo Anthony, and then would have been like, the reason why I didn't get physical with Carmelo Anthony is because we was courtside. The next time Carmelo Anthony would have seen him, I would have made sure that we would have seen each other courtside, and then we would have seen each other not courtside that same night to see if you still gonna get physical outside of this court, like you said. Like, okay, now that the game's over, now let me stay on the court when the fans leave, or let me catch you going to the back locker room, or let me catch you going to your car, because I want to see if you got that same energy about getting physical, just not on the court. You know what I mean? So I just feel like he picked the right person with LeBron. But you know,
messing with that black man.
I got another question. This is first for the guys. I would like to hear y'all opinion. Just because of some events that happened over my recent weekend. If someone has, if you're talking to a girl and you come in, let's just say y'all are just getting to know each other, and you go into her home, right? And let's just say her home is filthy, very, very, very gross. Kind of sister, very, very gross. Does that change your perception or perspective on the relationship with that woman, or do you just feel like, dang, like it is what it is? And then I'm gonna hear what you guys say.
Yes, I think I have a certain I think a certain perception and opinion is being drawn. I think that once I get in this home and I see the home, I think it's literally changing or shaping, or I'm starting to critique different things to determine whether I'm here for a good time or a long time, as far as like how this relationship is going to go between us. You know what I mean? I think that's literally start to develop in my mind whether this is going to be something I fuck on, whether this is going to be taken seriously based off of this. You know what I'm saying?
But they still have the potential to have some sort of relationship with you, even if it's just strictly sexual. That's not going to turn you completely like off from even that.
I mean, how dirty is the house?
I mean, I used to
Dirty. Ooh,
I used to
filthy is real bad.
I think everything matters to how far things are going to go, and even how sexual I might be with them, if at all. I think the level of dirt plays a part the whole way through. Is it one part? Is it just a room, but the whole house, but the rest house is clean? Is it the whole house? Is if the bathroom is dirty? I think the bathroom have an odor or something? Like just different level of dirt is going to make it worse or better for whether I come back or not. Whether I fuck, like I mean, like I'm not going to be somebody's friend because I've been homeless, so I definitely was dirty when I was homeless. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna not like be cool or cordial with you because you live in dirt. But am I gonna fuck with you? That changes. Am I gonna have a relationship with you? That changes. Am I gonna kick it at your like all that things start to like be added up on how we gonna move.
I just had to ask because when I was talking to another gentleman here recently, he talked about his experience with most women kind of having not really a filthy house, but like maybe a messy or like kind of maybe even dirty house, just because of them having maybe children or their just work schedule, whatever the case may be. So he was like, he may not.
Oh yeah, you can get a little leniency with some kids, but I feel like now is your room dirty and then the places where the kids be? I mean, is your room clean and the places with the kids dirty? Because that's how leniency is created, right? Like if your kids' rooms is dirty and maybe the living room is like a little dirty, right? These are all the places where the kids frequently run around at. So your area should be cleaner than theirs because I'm assuming they don't have that same frequency in those places, right? So I feel like I feel like all these things are something like that you look at, right? If you got kids that ain't old enough to wash the dishes and your kids' areas is dirty, but then the sink is like got a whole bunch of shit in it, it's like you dirty too with the kids. You get what I'm saying? If the kids ain't old enough to wash dishes and you don't got no dishes in the sink and your bathroom clean, they already dirty. It's like, okay, now you just you might make them clean up on the weekends. You might not make them clean up on the week. You tired. Like it's just things that we don't, with
To
kids.
me, that's wild because you knew I was coming over here. So do them.
That's what I was thinking in my head. Like,
man, thank you.
Why
man.
would you even have somebody come over with your house looking the fuck a
I'm
mess
not even
anyway?
wanting to leave that perception. I don't want you to associate dirty with me at all. Like at all.
I don't even date kids, females with kids. I
Like,
can't do it.
kids is no excuse. I have a kid. I can show my house right now. This motherfucking spotless. She get her ass cussed out about my house. I don't play about my house. Like
I like deadbeat mothers.
Ooh
And I can
wee.
attest to
No,
that
no,
I
type
need
of
me some
Thank
stuff.
you.
deadbeat
And you know,
mothers. I don't
sister,
need.
I will cuss your ass out about this house. I don't play about this house now.
You hear this nigga? Y'all hear this nigga Puff?
Yeah, I heard him. That's why I said, ooh wee. Did he like deadbeat mothers? He
Nah,
wild,
I
son.
need a girl who mother the guardian of the kids. I need one of them children.
Oh no, you're wild, son. You're wild.
You
Wait,
know,
so you say your mother raised your kids? Oh yeah, man, you can talk.
Oh no. That's really wild.
I mean, I'd rather talk to her than the girl that got like the bathroom got an odor to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather talk to the girl that's not ready.
Pew. Both of them is wild as shit, son. Both of them
The
wild
girl
as
who
shit.
raised her kids, bro. I ain't gonna lie, she was just mature enough to realize that like I'm about to drag my kids down by trying to do something that I actually can't do. I can't be successful. I don't got time. I'm gonna do the responsible thing and let my mom, somebody or grandma, somebody who has more of a handle, more of like a, the time and the ability to instill things in my kids, take over these kids until
But
I
it's
get.
like you shouldn't even be worried about a nigga. Should be focused on how the fuck you about to get it together for them kids. Your priorities fucked up, sis.
I just think that in life sometimes like
That's
there's a lot of
weird.
things that like
That's a
single
character
people could
flaw.
do that they can't do as of now, maybe. And sometimes if people have multiple kids, it's just like without a partner, it's just hard and shit. And yeah,
Yeah, but you shouldn't be focused on being in nobody's face. You should be focused on how the fuck you about to get this shit done.
I ain't gonna lie, my grandmother don't watch this show, right? So my grandmother, right? My grandmother has a rich husband, right? And before she had
Hmm.
a rich husband, if you let my dad tell it, they used to live with my dad's father. Then
Hmm.
one day they didn't live with my dad's father in the same and y'all think about what I'm saying, right? They lived in the
Hmm.
apartment, and then one day they did not live with my dad's father no more. And then they lived in that same building on a different floor with another nigga in his apartment building. And then from that building, right, from that apartment, they went to who was currently my grandfather's apartment, and my grandfather turned out 30 years later to be rich. He's a multi-millionaire. So you tell me whether she was wasting time being a nigga's face or not. But all I know is she was struggling, struggling, struggling. She went from this to this and got to where she could be.
You think she told him about her struggles at all? He was a little vulnerable and told that man,
He
or
probably
that he was able to see the situation.
I don't
I'm
even think
just
my grandfather knew that she had a roommate. He probably thought she lived in an apartment by her own self and then moved to his apartment. He probably didn't even know that this apartment that you keep dropping me off to has a whole nigga in it. He probably didn't even know that.
Ooh wee.
She didn't say that because she seen the value in my grandfather. That's what, now the nigga
also scared that she
now
didn't
from my
say that because
dad's
that could be
father
issues for him.
now
But
from my dad's father to the nigga in between my actual grandfather now, he probably knew about my dad's dad. He probably knew because there wasn't no value in that nigga.
Mm,
And that's how I view
before
women.
we get too far away from
that's wild.
the kid topic, I did have another question. And it's just about kids and being given too many options. Do we feel like we're at a good point where, at a point where parents should be letting their children express themselves more, letting them choose, like, oh, I would like, I don't know, chicken over shrimp today or whatever, right? Is that okay to do, or do you think there should be some kind of I guess, cap on what a parent may allow in those settings when children are picking what they want, like too many options, kind of thing?
I ain't
Question,
gonna cop. I'm a parent. They give options. I'm gonna
I
stand in
give
my truth.
options too.
I give options, and it's okay. She's fucking human. If
Well,
she
with
wants
food,
fucking chicken, you can have chicken. Like,
yeah.
it's not the end of the damn world.
Is that the only thing that y'all give a bunch of options on? Is like the food? My bad, Ray. Is that what you asked? Like about food?
No,
Is that
I just gave that as an example, right?
that's
Hmm.
Because
the only thing y'all give options on, or is like does
It's
everything
certain
have options,
things.
or just the food
No,
part?
no, everything don't have options, but it's certain things I would give options. Like, you want to go to your grandma's house today. You want this for dinner. What do you want from the like? It's certain things I will give options on, and it's certain things where it's like I said what the fuck I said. But I feel like it's a balance. But I do give her I wouldn't be a parent and be like, nah, no. Like, I do give her options, so I can relate more to like, okay, I get
I'm a
rocked.
bitch. I'm a bitch ass parent. So my daughter got options. The boys don't got no options. The boys got to do what the fuck I say.
Yeah, my daughter, she has options. She
I
does.
could see that if I was a parent. I feel like I would be. I feel like I would be
I'm a
that way if I was
bitch
a parent.
ass.
Yeah, I
I'm
give
thinking
Yeah,
options.
I'm a
of
bitch
a
ass parent.
situation
So that's what
that one of my good friends shared with me, where her godchild, who's a daughter, she's tall, right? So she don't like the way pants fit on her. She feel like it's always high waters,
High
right?
water.
So she don't like that. So she be wanting to wear skirts a lot, but she's also
Okay.
tall with long legs. So her mom and parents be kind of on the fence with that, right? And I felt indifferent about that because I'm like, dang, at least she got some logic and some reason behind it. Like she's not trying to be grown or fast, but at the same time, like you kind of got to let her sit in this discomfort of wearing jeans some fucking times. And I kind of got some backlash about that a little bit. Like
I feel
none of the
like in
shit.
yeah,
that
because
situation,
I
I would
don't
try
think you're
to
supposed to make a
find.
kid uncomfortable. I don't think you're supposed to make them
Yeah.
uncomfortable though.
I about to say I will find ways to make, especially with something like dressing. Her appearance, I feel like I will find ways to make that happen, whether that's me buying longer skirts or longer dresses and putting shorts and tights under, or even just finding like tall pants or tall like things that make her feel confident, because apparently she don't want to wear the jeans because they buying her too fucking short jeans, like, you know what I'm saying, because her she's complaining of it being high water. So it's like I would try to find something where she's also comfortable and confident in what she's wearing, but I'm also confident and comfortable in what she's wearing as well as the parent. Like
Or get
it
her
two
the
options.
pants that's supposed to be high waters.
That's why I said
Like the
find some tall
joggers
length
that hug the
jeans.
I
ankles.
never seen the little girl, but they
Yeah.
did send pictures. Like they showed pictures of her, and I personally didn't feel like they was even.
High water.
They look like skinny leg jeans to me, but for whatever reason, she just has that complex.
Yeah.
So what's the instance? I guess
My
training
daughter's
puppets.
really tall too though, so
What's the instance where it's non-negotiable at all? Like no choice.
Something that could affect her well being. I can't think of nothing right now, but if it's something where I'm telling you to do it because it's for the betterment of you, then there's no negotiating. I can't think of nothing though specifically.
I see with my kids
Oh,
it's physical activity. Now
staying at people's house. That's a
I
non-negotiable.
allow them to choose which physical activity they're going to do, but you going to do some form of physical activity. All right, cuz
Yeah.
like I don't know what the fuck is up with my jeans, but I got some big ass kids, dog. Like big ass kids, like they tall, they big, they solid. So like if they don't do nothing, they gonna get big. Like if my son is the biggest kid in his class, and then there's only like 4 people in the grade above him bigger than him. Like
Yeah.
he big as hell. Like I'm like he's big. Like he's a big dude. Like you would look at him like that's not your kid. Like he's big as shit. You feel me? So it's like I let them choose the physical activity, but they have to do a physical activity. And things like I ain't rocking, I like I say, like for certain things, like for the girls, I ain't rocking for the sex thing. Cause I got a stepdaughter that's like 12 or 13 right now. So I ain't going for the sex thing. Now with the boys, I don't know. I may be a little late with my oldest, but I say my oldest two sons, they is 17 and 15. So
When you say the sex
I
thing,
don't know.
what you mean by that?
Uh, what you mean? I'm not going for my daughters having sex at all. Now my 17
Oh,
year
okay.
old.
I didn't. That's why I was just clarifying. Like I didn't know if you were talking about
No,
like
because
a certain
remember I
type of
said.
dress or. Okay.
No, remember I said at first that the girls had options and the boys didn't. But I just thought
Right.
about this one specific category when it comes to like sex and being revealing with the clothes. I'm a little more lenient with the
Okay.
boys on that realm than I am with the girls. So I
Okay.
gotta change. I gotta change what
Yeah.
I said. I just thought about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with those. I feel like that's go
But
under the
it's big enough
category
to
well
definitely kill a
being.
topic.
Yeah.
Ray, do you think as a parent, because I know you're not a parent, like me and you aren't parents, right? So do you think if you were a parent, do you think you would give a lot of options or no? Just,
It's. I don't. I feel like no, just because I feel like overall I'm a strict person. Like I'm not. I don't know that I'm going to be making something separate for you. I'm going to be mindful in what you eat, but if chicken is what's happening, then and you want fish, then bro, you eat this fucking chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't. I feel like that's me even establishing boundary with my child. Like listen, this is what it is. Now, if something upsets their stomach or there's another variable, obviously, right? But like just the basics like that, like no, I don't even know that I'm gonna ask you what you want for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no. You get them when I cook.
See, I don't know if it's pretty much of me wanting to give somebody the option or just wanting to actually know what will come from giving the option. Like, all right, 2 weeks ago when I had my daughter, we was going out to eat like a motherfucker. Even for Valentine's Day, I took her out. It got octopus, some fall salmon, and some other shit. This week, she's a vegan. Like, all she's eating this whole time is fruit, vegetables, and I think French fries is a start. So she been punishing French fries. Like, she won't eat no meat, no homo, no wild shit. She won't eat no meat. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, but I would have never even known she was able to be this disciplined if I would have never gave her the option.
Nigga said no homo for his
And it's
daughter.
funny to see a 7-year-old keep telling you every time we go get some food, fries and the juice is vegan. She been keeping up with it this whole weekend. Now, who's to say in 2 weeks when it's my time to get her again, what she's gonna be wanting to eat? You feel me? But it's just amazing to see her disciplined enough to stick with that.
Okay.
And without options, I would have never known that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Having kids is amazing. They're literally like so full of like personality. They literally like, I mean, they are little humans, but when I say that, it's like literally like you sit down, talk to your kids, and you realize like, damn, like I don't know, it's just it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. They be their own little people. Like it'd be amazing.
Nah, they got their own agendas and everything. The shit crazy.
It is. It's like it's
Like, you see my
crazy.
daughter gone. Soon as she saw my mother pull up at the house, she took her. She said, "I'm about to get grandma to give me 2 cornrows going down like this," and she took off and jetted
Period.
it out.
That is
I ain't paying
cute.
no cent. You really like? Nah,
Period.
that's how they be.
Period. I love that. That's how my daughter is with her grandparents. Let her grandparents in.
FYL,
Man.
what's your vibe? I got another
Nigga,
question.
nah.
What you want to do? Where we at?
I'm chilling. I mean, how many questions you got left? We can run
This
this. I mean, as long as they staying, I'm here. Nigga, I'm here until
I'm
nigga,
good.
nigga every
But
episode.
y'all ain't gonna
I'm here
talk
until
about
y'all
that
leave.
young school and shit? Cause that
uh,
shit
Yeah, let's
crazy.
talk about it.
wrong with it. Go ahead.
Cause I want to hear your opinion
That
on
shit
that.
crazy. No, listen. Oh no, I mean, okay, so the autopsy just came out, so they finally got it official. The nigga got killed by a fence, y'all.
By what?
A fence. Nigga
He helped
really
the fence.
died by a fucking fence, dog.
Yeah, he helped the
The
fence running from.
fence killed him.
How though?
It
Like in
had
what
it had
way?
so many stories. Man, all right, okay. A lot of rappers was putting out that he was shot by Atlanta police. He was never shot. The Atlanta police never fired their weapons. So we're gonna have to apologize to the pigs. We're gonna apologize to the pigs. It's a one time only
I
thing.
never
Don't
heard
get
he
used
got
to it.
shot. I heard he died from running from the police.
No, if you look on I know for sure if you look on DMV Hoods and News, Fat Trail actually put up a statement saying that
Oh,
Atlanta police killed him and it was crime on black people and shit.
wow.
Then they had another one saying that the girl who called the police stabbed him and he was running, and while he was running he bled to death while climbing the fence. It was a lot of different stories. So
Okay.
the official story came out that he fled the scene due to a false police call from a woman. And as he was running, I guess he got caught up in the fence and it ripped through his leg and he bled to death.
Yeah, they saying
It
the
must have
Oh,
fence. They saying the fence penetrated his thigh and it hit us. It hit
artery.
us. Yeah, a artery in his thigh that caused him to bleed out.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
short enough. Will when you hit that artery. Mm.
I ain't gonna
Damn.
Yeah,
hold
but they said it stemmed from a false police call from a woman.
For the girl,
Right?
right?
And they say they locked. I've seen so far that they locked her up. I'm not sure,
Yeah, I seen
but
that.
what I
They
seen,
locked her up.
yeah, I seen that they locked her up. Right? So did y'all see the mug shot next to
Yeah, how she
the
look different. Everybody talking about how
dog?
she look different.
Dog, hey yo, that's what I want. Y'all females be looking rough in the mug shots, man. I'm trying to tell you, boy.
No,
Boy, the
look,
mug
I see
shots.
some bad bitches and some mug shots now. We're
I
not
just
gonna
that
do
bitch
that.
in court, but I don't know
Have
about
y'all
it.
ever been arrested?
Her
You have,
wig was off and everything, Slim.
Riz or Trina, have y'all ever been processed? Have you guys ever have your picture
I'm a
taken?
good girl, child. I ain't never been arrested or nothing. We
Never?
good girls.
Wow. You know, Jason was detained the other day. I don't know if you guys know.
He was a bitch in there that was looking alright too.
For real?
I mean, wait. Let me take that back. It was a bitch in there who ass was fat as shit. Now looking alright is a different thing. I used the wrong verbiage.
Okay.
He was fat as shit. I ain't gonna hold you, boy.
What she was
And,
in there for?
and she was locked up. I mean, and they had arrested her with the what's the shit they give you in the hospitals?
What
The
you mean?
gown? Hospital gown?
She was not. She was lucky to get
Oh,
the hospital gown,
Oh,
bro.
she was probably fat as shit with the
She
gown.
was
The ass
fat
out?
as shit, nigga.
what the
Now
fuck she get locked up for? It's
she
giving
didn't have
mental
her ass
health.
out, but she did just had a gown on and like some little thin ass. I don't know what the type bottom she had on. I don't know if they gave her those bottoms or they let her put the bottoms on. She came to the hospital with. I don't know where she got the bottoms from, but she had the gown on and but she
She's
was
probably
fat.
in a fight or in a car crash, and they took her to jail right after they made sure she was physically fit.
But she was in a gown?
Yeah, the top part. Yeah,
Yeah,
she had the
that's
gown.
what happens. When I got shot in the face, they had me handcuffed to the hospital bed. If I would have stayed in there like that, I would have been transported in the gown.
Yeah,
Damn.
she was in the gown. She was fat as shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Damn.
Wait. My thing about the young Scooter thing, right, is, and I'm not arguing that she had a false or police report, right? But I think the thing that made the women or people on the internet be against her is that she called the police and the police call came out, right? But
Yeah.
then the reason that she told the internet she called the police was different than the actual police call, right?
Right.
My thing is,
Correct.
why didn't you just call the police with the same story that you told the internet happened?
But
She
it had to
claimed
be.
she was scared, she said in the video. Because apparently she
But for
said
them to
that
lock
in
her
the
up,
I mean, you
you
getting
feel me?
locked up.
they locked her up for falsifying a
Yeah, like scared
911
or not, bro.
call.
You can't call the police with some bullshit. Like
Yeah,
that's
you can't do that. You get in trouble for that.
yeah. So you
Um,
gotta get locked up regardless.
but
Now,
she said in the video online she was scared to say. Basically, she was the girl that was getting beat, and she was scared to say that she was calling for herself.
if
But
you if you get a nigga, okay, if Young Scooter didn't die, right?
mm-hmm,
He got arrested for beating on you, I guess,
mm-hmm,
allegedly, right? Referred to the tag in front of the video, right? And then
mm-hmm.
you would have went to court, and he would have went to court. And if
Yep,
he was scared, right? Then
you would
if
have faced that.
you would have had to face the consequences.
Yep,
Like if he didn't die, regardless of what happened, you was gonna face the consequences from calling the police on this man if he didn't die. So
right.
being scared to me doesn't seem like the, the greatest answer to why.
Exit plan.
Yeah, you got to face whatever came with it. And if enough people love Young Scooter, you was gonna face that too. Like
Yeah,
niggas do shit behind you doing something wrong to niggas, right? Or you doing some bullshit to niggas, right? Some another bitch could have came to your door, whooped your ass, or some people could have came and
mm-hmm.
fucking fucked your car, vandalized your house and shit. Like shit happens
Mm-hmm.
when you love people, right? So to me, the being scared thing isn't a good enough excuse, in my opinion. To me, where you could have just called, said what was really going on, and not went to jail, and the internet doesn't look at you crazy. Because I feel like that's the main reason why people are looking at it crazy, just because two stories went out, which
Yeah,
leads people to think that like
you
it's
were
either
lying.
story's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think that's my problem. Like, you was tripping, bitch.
yeah.
With that.
That was the case. That wasn't a good exit plan.
Because she basically was talking in third person on the police call.
She was trying to say that a girl was getting beat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she,
I heard the call.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
mamas ain't think that through.
Yeah. And if no, if if you saying a girl was getting beat, right? And let's say he gets arrested for beating this made up girl, right? There's nobody to go to court to confirm, so he would have just
He
walked
would have
away.
got dropped. Yeah.
He would have came home and beat your ass again.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I don't know if he was beating her ass, but allegedly, if he was beating her ass, he would have came home and beat your. Hey y'all, you know what I was laughing at the other day?
What?
In the day, this nigga Fabulous was in all like the popping songs with women, and him was like rapping about like being lovey dovey and treating a
I
girl.
seen that post online.
This nigga to be the woman beater he is. It's like that's crazy. Like,
It is ridiculous.
but yeah, R.I.P. Young Scooter, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause that's crazy. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. At what age do we not know how to hop a fence? Like, ain't you too old to not know how to hop a fence?
His ass probably never had to hop no fence. Shit.
Come on, man. What street nigga can't hop a fence?
Has he ever been like in trouble with the law? Well, he probably never ran. Have you ever been in trouble with the law before? Because
You
it
ain't
sounded
never,
like he was scared.
you never been a kid outside. You never hop no fence.
I ain't never hopped no fence.
I'm thinking about it from a boy point of view though.
True.
Fair enough that you ain't hop a fence, but
I can't even say I haven't hopped a fence. I'm not gonna say hop it. I'm gonna say at least climb it. I don't know that I was hopping it, but like I can say I've had to. Yeah.
they need to, at this point. I ain't gonna lie. They need to give us a picture of the fence.
Apparently that motherfucker, that joint cut an artery that had to have like a sharp piece or some
Right.
shit on it.
Nigga was hopping a barbed wire fence or something like
Yeah,
that.
it had to be something with like pieces was hanging out of it. Because for to cut his leg like that, it had to be sharp.
Ray, what else? What else you had, Ray?
Let's wrap up, Frank, because it's yeah. I think we can say this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Just make sure. And you didn't do one topic that I kind of wanted you to do, but okay.
Oh wait! I forgot about that one. Okay, yeah, let's do that. You want to play the video? You want me to just talk? I'm gonna just talk. All right. So if somebody says, my bad. If somebody says to you, right, like, okay, you and that person cool now, and like now y'all talking, they say, when I first met you, like, I didn't fuck with you. Like, I ain't like how you moved or whatever. Like, they just saying like they didn't fuck with you. It was said that if a person does that, then it means that they still currently don't fuck with you. And I'm just curious, like, y'all agree with that? Like, is
I
it possible?
disagree.
So you feel like a person could not fuck with you and then start to fuck with you?
Yeah. With me and Quetta, when me and Quetta met in school, we used to always be like, I ain't like you. Like I used to think she was like real nonchalant and like real like and she's like, I ain't like you back in like, but we don't say it now though, but we said it before. Like, bitch, you was giving mean, like,
At the time
but
that y'all had that conversation, I know y'all don't have it now, but like, do you feel like at that time there was still some like uncertainty on how y'all felt about each other?
nah.
No.
Nah, I know not for me, cause I knew her now. Like I been knowing her since, you know what I'm saying, at this point high school. Like, by that time we had the conversation. We known each other and been locked in for real since. Like I know her now. We was judging each other based off of like not even knowing each other. It was just based off of what we think of each other, not necessarily things that happened per se.
What about for men? Like, is it similar? Is that just a woman thing? Like,
I don't think it was somebody I didn't fuck with that I even became friends with on some like, oh, you know what? Now that I know y'all fuck with you, I feel like I can see men being opposite of me, but I feel like I'm a stubborn person, right? I feel like if I made up in my mind I don't fuck with you, I didn't even allow no room for it to be changed. I don't think. Just me personally. I can see that like I'm probably in the minority of men that even move like that or think like that or operate like that. But me personally, if I don't fuck with you, I don't think I allow room for it to even change or for me to see another side or for me to like be like wrong in my assumption of you or whatever my first impression was to turn around and fuck with you. Now, man, if I just
seeing somebody and I didn't know about them, I'm questioning. That's different than me like actually having made up in my mind like I don't like this person or he does this and this and I don't like this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think for the most part, if I don't like you, I don't like you. Now, have I ever had to do what I had to do to get something or manipulate or get by or whatever? That I still didn't like that motherfucker, regardless. So
I feel like me and Keisha became cool because of you, right? Because for the longest, she used to be like, I ain't talk to you in Crossland because you look mean, like, which is weird because nobody never told me that. But she used to say that. But then when me, you, and her hung out, me and her developed a relationship because of, association. The same with like Quetta. Me and her knew the same people, so we end up hanging around each other. And it's like, oh, but you cool, like you cool as shit for her. I just looked at you and misjudged you based off of, what I'm saying, just looking at you. We didn't really have nothing happen to be like, bitch, it was just more so like, bitch, you in a corner quiet. It's getting stuck up, like, or like you look mean, girl shit. That's girl shit for real, like.
I think I think I'm also the person that like I've had a lot of experience with like people have been one way with a lot of people and then didn't treat
Yeah.
me like that, right? So I think that I'm the type of person that like when it comes to like coming to the conclusion of not liking somebody, it may take me a different thing than others or more of something than others than not like it. Because some people just be shallow. Some people may not like
Yeah.
somebody because of some bullshit that don't got nothing to do with actually how they treated them or interact with them. They've
Exactly.
seen them do something to somebody else or interact with somebody else and they don't like them based off of that. I'm not gonna go off of that, right? I'm somebody that like if you tell me like hypothetically, right, or just for example, right, it's a lot of niggas growing up, right, or coming up, right, would say a girl's a hoe, right, but they didn't even fuck this girl. They telling me this girl's a
Right.
hoe based off of other people's stories.
Other people.
Now I'm gonna go find out for myself. Oh, thanks for the information. But let
Mm-hmm.
me go find out she a hoe, right? Let me go
Mm-hmm.
interact with her. Or like even like
Mm-hmm.
certain niggas like my nigga Chop. Like a lot of people told me like, hey bro, don't fuck with that nigga. But that's my man's, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
even Puff, a nigga like Puff from around the way, Puff done whoop a lot of niggas in the neighborhood that we shared, right? He done went outside and just beat on niggas for something he thought they did that they never did. Just
Right.
beat his ass with a weapon and shit. And you know what I'm saying? It was dead ass wrong and maybe
Mm-hmm.
ass apology in their eyes and shit like that. And
Mm-hmm.
some people even told me like, bro, Puff not a nigga you should hang around, but Puff never did nothing to
To
me
you. Mm-hmm.
to just run with that mindset, right? So for me personally, I feel like when I do come to the point of like I don't fuck with this person, I don't like this person, it's something that I went and actually sought out for myself,
Witnessed.
had this experience, and now it's like
Right.
I probably am a harder person to like change my mind than others,
Yeah.
but I probably take a little bit more to get there than others too. I would think.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that's me now. I feel like younger, girls, I can say per se, catty. But like now as an adult, that's my mindset. If I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you because I've seen something. But like when you younger and you a girl, it's like catty. It's literally like he say, she say, your friend don't fuck with you, bitch. I don't fuck with like it's just all the little catty shit that come with being a teenage girl or younger girl type shit.
For me to not fuck with somebody off of something catty
Hmm.
is based off the person it was. Like I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah,
like if Ray or Darius don't fuck with somebody because that person did something to them,
yeah,
that comes from like a catty place. When I don't fuck with them, but I'm not fucking with you. Like I
yeah.
don't.
I think that's fair. You're not supposed to. If you're
Like,
two people that you
I
fuck
think
with, just fuck with
it
them.
just comes like that part comes off of like just who I guess
Yeah,
the cattiness came from. It can't just be
right.
anybody or like I just share a neighborhood. Like I'm outside with Puff around the way. I know these niggas, so now this person saying something, and now I just run with it. That's just somebody I'm cordial with. But like somebody that's like near and dear to me, like if they got an enemy, then yeah, I got an enemy. But other than that, like I'm just what I mean,
Yeah,
no, it's just different
yeah.
to me. But
I feel like it has some truth in it just because
Hmm.
I've also had I've shared on here I've had difficulty with people in my life, and I always like women specifically. I always check myself because if things happen multiple times, usually the common denominator is you, right? And I can be accountable that in cases I probably played the part, right, with why a friendship ended or maybe why I made somebody feel some type of way, right? But I can think of three really close people to me at times that, all at separate times told me they're envious or jealous of me in a way, right? And I started out with all of them not liking them. And like I'm not friends with either of those three girls at this point. So I'm like, shit, that kind of has a little truth in it. I
That's
feel like
heavy
they're not
though. Envy is really heavy. That's a
like,
really heavy.
and I just would have never known. But yeah, I feel like in some instances, in Trina, I always tell you, like, you are like special in your own way to be able to maintain the friendships that you do, especially having a lot of women too. That's like,
Yeah,
that's where.
I can see women. I can see that applying to more women because I can see women lying about fucking with you for whatever reason after a while. Like for whatever reason, like you know what I mean, it being a common person, you know what I'm saying, like y'all going to a mutual friend's birthday and then they acting like they fuck with you and they really don't, and then
Yeah, that's some female shit all the way.
you
I
know,
would say I'm truly blessed in that area though, for sure. When it comes to like just females in general, I haven't had a lot of experiences with wild ass females. Thank you, Jesus.
Mhm. And then
Lucky.
I think something I hear y'all say that I think is true, right? I think y'all say this before that like men do a better job of prioritizing
Oh, categorizing people.
categorizing and shit. And I
Mm-hmm.
think the women don't do a good job as that, right? I think that leads to women looking out for more women that they probably shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you per se can't look out for them, right? Then the truth comes out. Bitch, I ain't fuck with you anyway, or whatever the case may be, where nigga does a better job at that. So when he helps niggas, he helping niggas that's genuine, and then when he can't help them, they understand that. Oh,
Yeah.
you helped me
Mm.
this time. Where a woman probably
Mm-hmm.
comes across more situations where because she didn't categorize right, it could blow up in her face that this girl didn't view you like that anyway, or she was just trying to use you anyway, or you was just beneficial to her. It wasn't,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? So I can see that
Yeah.
being more true of a thing for women than men.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of my strengths, being able to categorize people. To be a female, I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
I
we
feel
good,
like that's
man.
why I haven't had a lot of experiences though, for real. Like most women, just when it comes to like friendships or just even guys too. Like I've always been able to categorize people for what it is.
I think it's much easier for me with men, but for women, I think I like people, right? For the most part, until I don't, and I can be rubbed wrong very easily.
Mhm.
Just because, for whatever reason, I don't know, I just easily rub wrong. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely truth in that statement though, from my perspective.
Mhm. Here we go.
All right, I'm gonna close this out, gang.
All right.
I'm gonna go
Sure.
now and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold on. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been episode April 12th.
Thank
God,
you. Thank you.
were you not in?
What it do?
This is not TV.
This
It's
ain't
never TV,
fucking
nigga.
TV,
Fuck a
bruh.
TV. It's all
Goddamn
streaming
radio.
now.
It's all streaming now.
You know it is.
Y'all know what
Like,
it is, man.
think of, like, let's.
Around they got a ride in the trenches, just like a real nigga supposed to. Stirring off on the trap trace song that'll keep your bitch in a close view. Never with the juice in the gang, bad bitches that probably.